What up, Josh? What's happening? Swad Jones, what's happening, bro? Hey, y'all hit that like button as y'all come in the building, bro. We're gonna talk about Canelo Alvarez, Triple G. Yeah. We gonna get it going in a minute. What up, BN? What's happening, bro? My beautiful wife. Salute. All right. Talk about Canelo Alvarez. First, we're gonna talk about Bam. We're gonna talk about Bam first. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about Bam Rodriguez because I see a lot of people saying Bam didn't look good in that fight. That's what a lot of people say. Bam didn't look good. I disagree. I disagree on that. Let a few more people get in here. We're gonna cook. As y'all come in here, y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah. So I heard a lot of people talking about Bam. Talking about Bam was he didn't look good. Well, I disagree with that. I think Bam looked good. I think Bam showed a lot of maturity in that fight. He took his time and he tried to break him down. What's up, Thank Father? What's happening, bro? Man, let me rinse you up, bro. Jay Miller, what's good? That's right. That's right, Jay Miller. He came in with an experienced fighter, bro. And Bam looked good. Bam, Bam did what he was supposed to do. Bam fought smart. Um, it was an action-packed fight. And he's um he's very patient. If you look at him, the maturity level in that kid at 22 years old is incredible in a boxing ring. He has absolute maturity, and he works. He works constantly. He constantly working in the fight. Constant. He's constantly either putting mental pressure on you. He's putting mental pressure. He's still using his feet. I mean, the guy had a good game plan. The guy had a good game plan. BN, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Just chilling
What's
out,
going on?
man. Just chilling before work.
Oh yeah, you gotta go in tonight.
Yeah, I gotta go in, man.
Yeah, man. Bam. Look, people. I see people saying, "Man, Bam didn't look good." Man, that's bullshit. They expect him to just beat up every fighter. That's not gonna happen in boxing every time, bro. And that's what people don't. That's what people fail to understand. That's not. It's not. What up, Just Do? What's happening, bro? Bro, you're welcome to the panel if y'all want, man. It's pinned in the link, bro. It's pinned in the chat. Man, um, Bam looked good, man. I don't know what people talking about. That guy was a tough fighter. That guy was prepared for Bam. And Israel Gonzalez, he's always a tough fight for anybody. You know, every time you see Bam try to sidestep him, that dude was turning quick as hell. Chef Sosa, what's happening, bro? What's going on? You know, it was a hell of a fight. That wasn't no. Everybody's not gonna be a walkthrough, And the guy was a bigger guy than Bam, so Bam did what he was supposed to do. I saw a bunch of people making comments and saying that he didn't look good. They expect Bam to just beat up everybody. He showed a lot of maturity. Johnny Q was happening, bro. He showed a lot of maturity in this fight. That guy was well prepared. That guy was longer than him. He had to work his way inside and use his feet and his IQ and his head movement, and he looked good. I mean, I don't know what people saying, And a lot of people saying Bam lost. They out their fucking minds. I don't know what the fuck they was watching. I don't know what they was watching, bro. I have no idea what they was watching. He showed maturity at 22 years old. You don't see fighters that good at 22 years old and do the things that Bam do. The head movement, the seeing the shots, the going downstairs, going upstairs, the angles. The dude is a fucking excellent boxer, and you never see. I'm telling you, I've never seen a Mexican fighter fight like that. Not to be racist or anything like that. I've never seen a Mexican fighter fight like Bam. Never. I know he's a Mexican American, and I understand that. And it all depends on what gym he grew up in. But Bam is a bad motherfucker, man. That dude can box his ass off. What you say, Ben?
I didn't see the fight, man, so I really don't have much to say about it. I didn't
Really?
Yeah, I was at a concert that night.
Oh, okay. Hey, your ass was gone the whole weekend. Football games and concerts and shit.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to stay married, bro.
You never rewatched the Canelo fight?
Yes, I have. That's the only one I caught up to.
Yeah, we gonna get into that in a minute too.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
We're gonna get into that. Bro, that was a hell of a fight, man. I watched Bam, bro. That dude Israel Gonzalez, bro, he came in ready to fight, and he came in prepared. Every time Bam would try to sidestep, that dude was turning with him fast too. And I mean, he was prepared, and that guy was letting his hands go. So it was a hell of a fight, man. I think Bam Rodriguez is just gonna get better and better and better. And he is in my pound for pound. I don't know about everybody else, but he's definitely in my pound for pound. So I was impressed because, like I said, you going up against veterans. You got to remember, Bam Rodriguez only got 16. He only had 16 fights before this. That's it, 16 fights.
Yeah.
So for him to show the maturity that he did in the work rate and the constant mental pressure and physical pressure, I don't have nothing bad to say. Now, let's get to it. I'm gonna let you cook first, and I'm gonna go behind you, dog. So what did you think about the Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G fight? What did you think about it?
Okay. First of all, I expected the outcome. Let me say this. That's number one. Number two, Canelo Alvarez looked like he's missing a step or two. Canelo Alvarez fatigued in the later round. He looked like Bivol must have took a couple of steps off of him, man. Canelo Alvarez let the old man pretty much come back on him. If you look at Triple G was not the same old Triple G. I've made that comment before, and people was like, well, Triple G never really stepped up to real competition. So let's just say,
salute.
So let's just say that Canelo is real competition. Me personally, I think that Triple G won the first fight. The second fight clearly was Canelo. This particular fight, man, I would say that Canelo Alvarez was outboxing Triple G, but towards the later rounds, you could see where Triple G was coming on. You could just see where Canelo was fatiguing. I'm breaking up. You can hear me now?
Your connection is bad. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. You can see where Triple G was just, as Canelo was getting fatigued, was getting tired in the later rounds, you could see where Triple G was just coming on. You could just see, whereas if they would have had a couple of more rounds, Triple G probably would have ended up stopping Canelo. Canelo don't look like the same old dude. He just, I don't know. He's like a one-way, one-sided fighter, bro. I don't see any. He's like a one-trick pony to me. That's the best way I could describe Canelo Alvarez, a one-trick pony. He's gonna just step to you, and that's just pretty much it. Those, I guess, all those wars, like just standing there, and because his defense, he don't really have much of a defense, bro. So just getting battered on fight after fight after fight after fight, I guess he's slowing down. You know, that's my whole take on that. I do have a problem with the judge's scorecard. You know, I definitely think that Canelo beat Triple G worse than what the scorecard displayed. I would say that. Definitely, it just looks like for some particular reason, if anything would have happened a little bit differently, that fight would have probably went to Triple G. But I'm glad that it went in the direction that it did go in. You know, like I said, unanimously, Canelo did win the fight, but it just Canelo, he didn't show me anything different. Because my whole deal with Canelo is, to me, he should have been going back to the drawing board after his loss with Bivol. And he should have been showing us, the fans, something different. He should have been showing us where he worked on his stamina, just boxing and just doing things differently. I see nothing different. So with that being said, if he fights Bivol or any one of those guys at 175, it'll be the same results. And that's what I got to say.
You still got a menace at 168 that he ain't gonna be able to.
He ain't gonna fight that man, bro. You see that man, a Mexican, bro.
No, he's not. He's an American.
Oh, yeah, but
he's an American. And just like David said, I'm an American and Ecuadorian.
I heard the interview.
He's American. Y'all hit the like button. American and Ecuadorian. So that's bullshit. That's just a way to avoid fighting the man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I told people before the fight, I don't see y'all saying that Canelo looked different. No, the fuck he don't. He looked like the same Canelo. But when you got fighters, the other fighters that he fought were in there fucking afraid for their lives. The stretcher fighters from Callum Smith to Billy Joe Saunders to Avni Yildirim and all of these other motherfuckers that he fought that wasn't worth the shit, they fucking were scared. They were fucking terrified. Caleb Plant was terrified. He in the ring. I could fight, can I? All this bullshit. You understand? So he did exactly, and this is how you beat. Just like I told, I was on ETB. I was on Keon page, right? And I told him, I said, if Triple G, the way to beat Eder Reynoso fighters, we saw it with fucking when Shakur beat what's his name? We saw it with Bivol and Canelo. The way to beat Eder Reynoso fighters is to control distance with the jab. Control distance. Now, how the fuck a 40-year-old, old-looking dude losing his hair, right? Who hands are slow, right? Got better legs than the pound for pound fighter in the world. How does that work? He has no legs. Now, could it be what up, ETB? Hey, Keon, if you want to jump on, dog, I'm it's pinned in the chat if you're available, dog. So now, how are you gonna sit here? People sit here and they tell me, well, he the best in the world. He this and this. How can a 40-year-old have better legs than you? A 40-year-old who's old, slow, and you can't get him out of there, right? The facts is, when they got fighters that's not scared of them, right? They can control distance because of his height and his reach. He gives them problems. He's gonna give Canelo problems all day. If they have a higher output, all day. Now, when we saw he was on that certain that Popeye spinach, he was on that clenbuterol. You understand? We saw he had a little better stamina, didn't we? Now that that's not happening no more. Now that that's not happening no more. He's doing exactly what Canelo do. He fades at the end of the fight. He did it against Floyd. He faded because he can't keep pace. He can't keep pace. It is what it is. So we know from what we've seen this past weekend, he's not what everybody think he is, bro. If you can control distance and get, if you can, and especially if you can sustain the first 5 rounds, that's it. And you start putting pressure on him, he's going to get into a defensive posture and try to avoid punches. And he'll try to counter every now and then, but he can't let his hands go a lot or he's going to really get tired. We saw it happen time and time again. We've just seen it happen again against a 40-year-old fighter. Now, you have the people who, Canelo's this, he's that. Yeah, when they fucking terrified and he is a fighter he know that he's going to beat. But look at the latter end of the fight. Triple G started coming on and putting some hands on Canelo.
He was laying
hands on him. And he didn't do anything but get into a defensive posture like he did against Bivol. Once that fucking gas tank start emptying out, what happens? What happens? He start fucking tiring and start eating punches and trying to move his head. Or he sit there and just take the shit. Now, the problem was Triple G couldn't sustain that punch output because he's fucking 40 years old. If he would have been able to sustain the output that he used to have back in the day, he probably would have stopped Canelo. If he could have sustained it. He couldn't sustain it because of his age and because he's an older fighter now. Right? He fought a smart fight. He kept Canelo at distance. He didn't let him get him on the ropes. He stayed in the middle of the ring. He turned him. He made him miss with subtle movements. He moved his feet. A 40-year-old move your feet better than you do. You don't even work your way inside. You just hold high guard and try to counter and throw hard punches. And Triple G was just avoiding it. Now, he ate some shots, but it wasn't nothing effective where it was that thudding shit. Canelo couldn't go downstairs because he was moving. He'll move out the fucking way to where Canelo can't reach him. And now, so we saw exactly what this guy's about. We saw exactly what I've been saying. That people be, oh, you hating on Canelo. Nah, motherfuckers, I'm not hating on Canelo. I'm fucking calling the shit how I see it. And the reason he don't want to fight the fighters that we want to see him fight, because they know what they see. Eddie Reynoso know what he see. You understand? They thought that fucking Bivol was going to come in there and fucking fold up like the motherfuckers from overseas. Well, that's different. You fucking with a Genghis Khan motherfucker. He ain't going nowhere. And now you fucking with Triple G, another Genghis Khan motherfucker. You ain't going nowhere. And he fucking exposed you for your flaws and talking about, now he all of a sudden, now he got a hand injury. Excuses, bro. Now he's got a hand injury. He's going to take a break. You know what that's called? I'm going to fucking try to find a way to duck fucking my mandatory. He got 2 tough mandatories. 2.
Mexican Monster, one of them.
I think both of them will stop him. I think that definitely David Benavidez will stop him. I'm not going to get in there because I got a debate Thursday. I'm not going to get into the details of that. You understand?
Yeah, he going to give you the game.
Yeah. Right. I'm not going to get into the details of that. But what I will say is that he'll stop his ass. He'll stop him. And I'm also going to say, if he get in there with David Morrell, he going to stop him because of pace. He going to stop him. And people can say whatever the fuck they want. So now the walls are closing in. What are you going to do next? See? Now, this is going to be this. I'm going to tell you what the fucking excuse is going to be next. I'm going to tell y'all, before the shit even happened, I'm going to tell y'all what the fucking excuse is going to be next. He might go and fight fucking Macaboo. That might be the fucking move, the next move. He going to fucking take a long-ass rest, right? He going to take a long-ass rest. He gonna try to come back. If they press him like Mauricio, this out of fucking Mauricio Suleiman's mouth. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget what Mauricio said. What up, Teach? Don't forget what Mauricio said. I'm gonna make everybody fight mandatories, and they gotta fucking fight for the titles. Well, you got 2 tough ass mandatories, homeboy. What you gonna do? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You're gonna drop them fucking belts. Watch. Y'all watch. You can tell. You can tell. What's up, Machine? How you doing? You can tell.
Coach, look what ETB just said.
What?
He said, I was with you until you said stop Canelo. Now you done lost your mind. And even lost it even more with David Morrell shit.
Boy, David Benavidez will stop Canelo. I'm fucking calling it right now. Oh,
Look at money.
He come. I had a link, you little motherfucker. You wouldn't let me on last night. Your ass was, yeah. I'm shaking my pom-poms like you shake your fucking pom-poms.
Oh, fuck. You got me on this panel, dog.
Canelo, yeah. I'm shaking my motherfucking pom-poms just like you shake yours for Canelo, no matter what. Yeah. Snacks B,
we under attack.
Bro? OTB, what's happening? Yeah, I'm under attack. It's all right. I'm used to it.
OTB.
I'm used to it. That's my little brother. I love him to death, but he full of shit. You understand? He full of doo-doo. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, I got David Benavidez stopping Canelo. I got him stopping him. We saw him fucking bruised up and beaten. And like I said, I can't give away my game plan because I got.
But everybody got to look at, Coach. That was an older and slower Triple G.
Old and slow.
Yeah, he didn't look good. I mean, he needs to retire.
Cassandra, you gotta go subscribe to BN Boxing. You gotta go subscribe.
Appreciate. Yeah, man.
Put your link in the chat, Nick.
All right. Yeah, dog. I don't know, bro.
I promise you that. All you gotta do, first of all you gotta do is make him fucking swing for 5 rounds. That's it. He done. That's it. And that work rate gonna fuck him up. It's over, bro. I'm telling you. He's done. He's cornered. He's in a place right now. He don't know what the fuck to do. Because if he dropped them fucking belts, that's it for him, bro. And you know, and see, I don't want to give up too much because, like I said, I got a debate Thursday. But I'm gonna say
don't give up.
I'm gonna say this. What's up, Mike Biggs Boxing? What's going on, bro? I'm gonna say this. I think that he gonna end up dropping them belts. That's what I think. I think he's gonna drop them belts. I don't believe he's gonna face Benavidez or David Morrell. Now, my boy Money, this is what my boy Money always say. Well, who have they fought? See, I look at things as like that as duck talk. See, that's duck
Nobody
talk.
Want to fight. Nobody want to fight the Mexican monster though.
Exactly. So I call that duck talk. When people talk like that, that means I want my fighter. Hey, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. That means that I'm going to, that's an excuse not to fucking give an opportunity to the people who deserve an opportunity, you know? And I thought that this was a competition where you try to win belts. That's what I thought this was. You know what I'm saying? But for fans of Canelo, it's not that. It's how much money Canelo made. All of a sudden, you know, he made fucking 45 million, like my little brother always say. He made $45 million this last fucking fight. I don't care. I don't care what the fuck he made. I want to see him fight the best, just like everybody else. I want to see him fight the best. I don't care nothing about that other bullshit. I want to see him fight the people that we want to fight. Now he got 2 fucking mandatories. That's some bad motherfuckers, right? Now, this is another thing. This is another duck talk. This is more duck talk. Well, they need to fight each other. But you the
I
champion.
hate that kind of shit. Yeah, I hate that shit.
Exactly. But you the
I
champion,
hate
bro.
that shit.
But you the champion, bro. We want your fucking belt. Why we gotta fight each other? And then not only that, this is the thing. Benavidez wanted to make the Morrell fight. They tried to make the Morrell fight. Didn't happen.
But November, right? It was supposed to be in November.
They didn't want to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck? He's supposed to just not think about this, bro. That dude been a pro for almost 10 years, and he's just 20, 25 years old. 20, he gonna be 26. He started at 16, right? He about to be 10 years in the game, bro. 10 fucking years. He done been champion twice. True enough, he fucked up. He fucked up. Oh, here we go. Let me see what he said. I'm gonna read my little brother shit. I agree. Canelo didn't look his best, but it was an angry fight after losing. But coach haven't gave the man credit for anything. Just listen, it's all negative. You give David all this credit for what? Okay, I'm gonna explain to you, Money Brown. The reason I give Canelo shit, I'm not saying that Canelo Alvarez is not a good fighter. But when you got all of these people fucking capping for him, it makes you, especially when you see the way he moved from 154 when they had people chasing his ass to 160 when they had people chasing his ass, and then at 168 when you got the best fight. Every time he gets in a division, he won't fight the best fighters, the ones that we want to see. That's where I have a problem. Instead, you dipped and dodged and went to this division, jumped to that division, did this and that to try to fucking build yourself up to where people can, like my little brother Money Brown, defend this shit. That's why I fucking get on this motherfucker, because he avoided fighters at 154. He avoided fighters at 160. Now he's avoiding fighters at 168 and not giving them an opportunity. That's why I got a problem with him. It's not because he's not a good fighter, but I want to see the best fight the best. Simple as that. It don't have nothing to do with how much I dislike him. It has nothing to do with that. Edgar Chavez, what's happening, brother? What's happening? That's my problem. That's my problem with Canelo Alvarez. It has nothing to do with me personally not like, no. I got a problem with the way he moved. Same reason I got a problem with the way Tank Davis moved. I have a problem with that. This is supposed to be competition. The next up supposed to get a chance. No, you tried to make that point last night. You forgot them Charlos had a fucking belt at 154. You forgot about that. But no, you're going to say, here's Landy Lara and he fought fucking Austin Trout. All right, but so what? What about them other motherfuckers that was there who was chasing your ass? Boo-Boo had a fucking belt. Boo-Boo had a belt. Why he ain't fucking fight him? Instead, you go fight some other motherfuckers, man. That's where I got a problem at. Then you pick out, he like a lion. He pick out the fucking weakest. The weakest in the fucking herd. That's what he do. I got a problem with that. That's what lions do. They see the weak and the sickly. They fucking pick them out and they fucking devour their ass. This is what he does. He had an opportunity to become undisputed at 160 pounds. What happened? But we's not supposed to fucking criticize that because it's Canelo. See, that's why I don't like the motherfucker right there. Because it's Canelo. Because it's Canelo. I don't give a fuck about Canelo. I don't know nothing about this dude. You understand what I'm saying? My fucking point is, he don't fucking show me what the fuck I want to see. And I got a problem with that. And the thing, move like that, I'm dumping him like a hot potato, bro. I mean that shit. If fucking my fucking homeboy, if he ever start moving like that, Regis fucking Prograis, I'm gonna fucking dump him and I'm gonna be on his ass. And I'm not gonna like the nigga no more. Because I like fucking the best competition. Oh, Oh, you asked one. You want to come on now, huh? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, nigga. You
What's
know I
going
can
down,
hear
BN? What's going down, BN?
you.
You on mute,
Yeah,
B?
yeah, yeah. You're on mute, Nick.
All right, I'm here.
Yeah. Now here we go with Coach with this Canelo slander once again.
Slander.
Once
Mad
again.
slander.
Now
Mad slander.
I haven't seen Canelo get this man. I mean, Coach give Canelo credit not for one thing, not one, not
Not true.
one.
Not true.
Even BN said, listen, the judges got the scorecards wrong. I even take that from BN. Because
I agree that. I
at
agree
least
with
he
that
acknowledged
too.
that the man won more rounds than the shit won no 115 and 113. So my thing is, no, that wasn't the best performance from Canelo. I will agree. I will agree. His ass did tire out, right? It came from, we know how Canelo get um, frustrated, mad because of the loss. He took it into this fight. So he came out when I seen him throw that big ass hook and miss. I knew he was on some bullshit. I knew he was only out there to try to knock Triple G out. And Triple G is a fighter that I don't give a fuck if Triple G was 45. You know what I'm saying? The chin is granted. He ain't one of them fighters that's gonna just go out like that. He's a professional, bro. Even though he look old, Triple G still gonna do his regimen, and he got his regimen how he going to the game. So it ain't just that it's Canelo. Like it's gonna be a lot of them cats that can't knock Triple G out. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, coach, you have to get a man credit for something. You sit up here and you praise David Benavidez, who I am a fan of. The man gave me a shout out. And y'all can say, well, people don't want to fight him, this, that. Well, that means your team need to do more. Because money always speaks, right? Your team need to do more to get you in the ring with them dudes. And I say I'm a fan of David Benavidez and Devin because they do want all the smoke. I will say they will fight. But still, you still haven't fought the best of the best to see what you really made of. Regardless. Regardless, right? And we seen him get put on his ass, coach. We seen him get put on his
Wait.
ass,
See,
coach.
this is what you did last night on
No,
your
no,
show.
don't say this is what I
No,
did
no,
last
no,
night.
nigga. No,
But
no, no.
wait a minute. That's
No,
my
no,
thing.
no.
Wait a minute. We seen him get put on his ass. So when he go up against tough competition, we have to see if he can take that punch. And we know he's nothing but an offensive fighter. He don't got no defense. So when somebody land that punch on his ass, we got to see if he can take that punch. Now, credit, he's willing to show if he could or not, right? And you do grow and you get older. But we've seen that chin can be touched, and we've seen that he can get put on his ass. So when he get in there with the top competition, y'all keep saying, oh, he's going to stop this fighter and stop that fighter. You haven't seen him stop the 50-50 fight yet. He haven't been in the 50-50 fight yet to where he stopped the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen people get off on his ass that's coming from a smaller weight class as well. So, okay, you give him all these praises, but he still have to prove it. Period.
Okay. Now, let me say this. This is what I'm gonna say. He got knocked down because he put his feet together and he was going in, right?
Got put
And he
on his
got a good punch.
ass.
Yeah, he got knocked down. He got up and fucked the dude up. All right. He beat the guy convincingly. So my thing is this: you want to put that out there, but you did not want to put it. And I know you saw it in the chat when I put it in there. Now show at a young age. This was when the boy was 20 years old. He's 26 now. But just like when we saw a garbage can ass fighter rock the fuck out of Canelo and put him on running, he was running in the ring. But you didn't put that up.
He get put on his ass.
I don't give a fuck. He start running no fuck away. That's what the fuck happened.
And he got up and did what, coach?
Matthew fucking Hatton. Matthew Hatton, not Ricky Hatton. Matthew fucking Hatton.
It's
rocked his ass. It's boxing, baby. It happens. But it ain't what you do.
Boxing.
It ain't how you, it's not how you fuck if you go down, it's how you get up and what you do after that.
And then my man
put
got up and
pause on Gabriel after that.
Canelo got up and beat the shit out of that boy and went on to become world champion at 20 years of age.
Who's the youngest 168-pound champion of all time? Who is that?
David Benavidez.
There we go. And you never heard these words out of Canelo's mouth until that fucking belt was gone. Until he lost that belt.
Why was the belt gone, coach?
I just said he lost the belt on us. He was immature. He was a young kid.
Then
bro.
David
With
Benavidez,
all of this,
then David Benavidez out his own mouth correct you on that.
He said it was my fault.
Exactly.
He understood that. But
Exactly.
the problem is this. But he
Exactly.
also expressed. But see, it
You
don't
can't
work the
express
same for
nothing
Canelo.
when you
Hold
lose.
on, wait. It
When you
don't
lose your
work the same
title,
for
when you lose your
Canelo.
title, you can't
But,
express nothing. When the title is
but
gone,
yeah,
it's gone.
you can express something. You
No,
can
you can't.
express this. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
Look, if I lose
Okay.
my title and BN go
Wait.
win that motherfucker,
Let me
I can't
finish,
say
nigga.
nothing. That's
Let
BN
me
title
finish,
now.
Honey Brown. Let me finish. This is how it worked for Canelo, though. Okay. I'm gonna tell you the difference and another reason why I think he's fucking bullshit. He lost his belt on the scale. True enough. His fault. It was COVID had just started. He said that they didn't have no place for him to work out. He had to stay in his fucking room, so he couldn't cut the fucking final pounds. Wait, I'm just telling you what the man said. I'm telling you what the man said. But now let's check this out. Once again, I say they took his belt. Absolutely, they took his belt. 2 times he got penalized. They threw his belt up in there against Callum Smith, right? Threw his belt up in there. Another punishment. Okay, Canelo won the belt. Wait, Canelo won the belt. Third fucking thing, the third you add insult to fucking injury is this.
What happened to the belt, Coach?
You add insult to injury.
Coach, what happened
You
to the belt?
come back and fight fucking Abney fucking Yildirim, who hadn't fought in 2 fucking years and had lost his last fight instead of give David Benavidez a shot. But now Canelo get busted for clenbuterol. Canelo gets busted for clenbuterol, right? He get a 6-month suspension. He get a 6-month suspension and is allowed to fight for a title immediately against Triple G. How fucking fair is that? How fucking fair is that? Now you wonder why. And then instead of you fighting, giving David Benavidez a shot again, what you do? I'm gonna go and take a deal and fight. I'm gonna go fight Bibble because I think he's not that good. Well, we found out different one. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you talk.
Now you brought up, you try to say that, oh, he went out there, he got caught on 10 wrong, and then he got the
You're
fight
breaking
for
up,
a
money.
title.
Your sound funny.
What about now, Coach?
Yeah, I got you clear. You clear now.
All right. So you said that he went out there and you talked about the clenbuterol situation, and you want to say he came back and he got the fight for a title right after that. Well, we know Canelo and Triple G was the money fight. Like, we know these things. We know they was signed for a rematch, right? So when Canelo went out there and cleared his name that y'all don't want to give him credit for, oh, the motherfucker's still a dirty fighter. Oh, he's still this, he's still that. But the man took the initiative to go out there and get his name cleared, like Albert Pujols did with that motherfucking Mitchell list, right? You go out there, you get your name cleared. So when he come back,
stop saying that because that ain't true.
No, it ain't no, that ain't true. That's a fact. That's
that
a
ain't
fact.
True. That ain't no fact.
Look at you. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to get a man credit for nothing.
That's not a fact,
nothing.
Money.
Period. So did he not clear his name? Yes or no?
How he cleared his name? He wouldn't have been suspended if
did
he
they-
would
did
have.
they-
Okay,
did they
let
not
me ask
come
you this
back?
question.
Wait a minute. Did they did not take the hair follicles and say that, okay, we see that the man was not a cheater? Yes or no, bro?
No, wrong.
No, it's not wrong, bro. He went out there.
I got a question for you. Then
He went out there.
if he had cleared his name, he wouldn't have been suspended.
You gotta let me finish.
Go ahead.
He went out there, he did the hair follicle test. He got suspended before the hair follicle test, Coach. Now, he went out there, he did the hair follicle test to clear his name. They showed that clenbuterol was not in his system throughout the period of time, because when you do the hair follicle, they say, okay, if you've been cheating, you've been a dirty motherfucker, like a lot of people try to claim the man was, right? The shit would have still been in a hair follicle. So there's no way to get it out in that amount of time where he went and did the test and the shit came back negative, right? So y'all don't want to give him credit for that. Y'all go say this, that, and the third. Oh well. The facts are the facts. The man cleared his name. He came back, fought Triple G, right? Because that was the fucking money fight. You already know that Canelo is the fucking money man. Him and Triple G was the money fight. You know how boxing go. You can't sit up here and say David Benavidez is on that fucking level right now, right? But you can't sit up here and say, oh, well, he lost his title and they want to let Canelo fight Abney Yildirim for his title. And no, Canelo fought fucking the boy Callum Smith for the WBC. He went out there and fought Abner
That's what I
Yurgen.
said.
Hold on. He went out there to fight Abner Yurgen to get to Billy Joe Saunders because because we both showed the video, right? That Mauricio Suleiman said that Abner Yurgen was the mandatory. He had to get him out the way to get to the Billy Joe Saunders fight. That's the only way he could have got to the Billy Joe Saunders fight. And I wasn't happy with that goddamn fight. Ask Keon. I roasted his ass. I roasted Canelo ass for fight Abner Yurgen. Man, Keon went back and forth on that, but Keon said, "Man, money, it's a motherfucking money grab. And if they gonna let you grab a motherfucking big ass bag of money, why not?" But still and all, it was a fight that he had to get the fuck out the way to go fight another world champion, right? Another world champion to go fight another world champion. Still in all, you can say what you want to say, man. David Benavidez is responsible for losing his title, and he still haven't fought a 50-50 fight yet with somebody that's out
Because
there.
nobody can fuck with him.
You can say that means his team need to do more.
They
Period.
can't fuck with him. Nobody can fuck with him. Nobody can fuck with him, and they scared. He
Nobody
can't
can
fuck.
fuck with him. And you say that because of what? Because he did what? Knocked out David Lemieux?
Because
Because he knocked out
of this
David
style
Lemieux?
of fighting, and everybody fucking scared of him.
Because he knocked out David Lemieux?
No, not David Lemieux. He beat
Because
the
he
shit out of
knocked out
Anthony
David
Durrell. Hold on, listen. He beat the fuck out of Anthony Durrell, who the champion that Canelo beat. Hold on, that the champion that Canelo beat.
But that's what I say. You see how that work? You only every time you speak about Canelo, you only bring up.
Hold on, wait. But the champion that Canelo beat is fighting that guy next. Wow, that's amazing. The champion that Canelo beat, Caleb Plant, is fighting that guy, Anthony Durrell, who David Benavidez stopped. Wow.
What that has to do with him?
That's funny. That's funny. Well, it's who he beat. I don't care. He done fought two. He's the interim champion.
The champion that Canelo beat is fighting that man next, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So Canelo, Triple G knocked out motherfucking David Lemieux, and Canelo beat Triple G. And look what you said about Triple G. You ain't giving him no credit for it.
I give both of them their credit as far as that go. But that's the only man that stepped up to the plate and want to fight the man. First of all, the man he's the interim champion. He has fought two, not one, but two title eliminators. He's the interim WBC champion, right? So now, Money Brown, I'm gonna ask you this question. And be honest with me. So now, if Canelo dropped that WBC belt, because his mandatory, he has to fight this guy, right? So if he drops that belt, you gonna still say he not moving like a bitch or what? I'm asking you this question.
You keep saying if he dropped the belt, you put everything on Canelo. If he dropped the WBC belt, is he not moving like a bitch? If you do this, if you do that, we don't know what Canelo next move is. We have to wait.
I just asked you a question.
We have to wait. Well,
your microphone breaking up. You're muffled. Your microphone is muffled. Can't hear you, Money. You see, before the big stepper, before you got your channel, before all of this, before you got your channel and Keon got his channel and all of this.
Or it's still muffled.
Money, you're muffled, dog. So before they got their channels and all of this shit, when Canelo was way at 154 and he wouldn't fight the fighters I wanted to see, I was on his ass then. When he ended up fucking taking a franchise belt, I was on his ass then because the fighters I wanted to see, he avoided. He avoided the top fight. He would pick on the old and the weak. He'd go and fight Cotto, who was way past his prime. Done. He'd go and fight him.
What about now, Coach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now, bro. Hey, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Huh?
Name the fighters he fought at 154, Coach. So you telling me that You gonna sit up here and say
Iris
that?
Landy Lara, who was a good fighter. He was a good fighter, and that fight was questionable, right? Everybody, some people
No,
say
he won
Iris
though.
Landy.
It doesn't matter.
Wait,
If they say it's
listen,
questionable, he
I
won.
understand that. Sir Ambo, what's happening? Miss Monica, how you doing?
Do you give him credit, Coach, for beating?
Yes, I give him credit for that win, bro. I give him credit.
Now wasn't he the best at 154? Yes or no?
How?
Bro, he wasn't the best at 154 when he
How was he the best?
You want to say Charlos was the best, but he was whooping the Charlos ass and Spawn. That was his little brother.
No, that's not
no, that's
sparring.
a fact. No, that's a fact.
No, that ain't no fact.
He was
no fact.
Wait a minute, Coach.
Not a fact.
When Canelo fought Lara was the big brother of the gym, whooping and schooling the Charlos, teaching them shit, bro. Keep it real, bro. Come on, man. Keep it real.
Hold on.
He went out there, he fought motherfucking Austin Trout, who was a world champion, who was a bad motherfucker at that time, one of the top people. And then Floyd was the ultimate motherfucking king who came up to 52. We can still say it was 54 because it went 47, right? So even though he lost to Floyd, he still fought the man. So he fought the best.
He fought him and he lost.
Bro.
Wait.
54, bro.
But then let's so you can't say that Iris Landy Lara was the best at 154.
How come he wasn't?
Because you still had a motherfucker who had the WBO belt named Demetrius Andrade,
bro, who never fought Lara.
Who never fought
Lara.
Wait,
who didn't want to fight Lara.
No. How you gonna say that?
Because
how you know
he
that?
didn't take the fight.
How you know that, money?
Bro, Lara wanted to fight Andrade. Andrade didn't want to fight him, bro.
Jamel had a belt. He didn't fight him. So how we know that?
Bro,
we don't know that unless these fighters fight each other. You can't say, well, that one is the best. They got champions. They got 4 fucking belts, dog.
Now you can't say who's the best at the division if they don't fight each other.
They got 4 belts in the division,
money.
If they don't fight each other, how you gonna know who the best is?
So is David Benavidez the best?
In my opinion, I think he is.
Stop it, Coach. Stop it.
He's David Benavidez at 168. You fucking right. I got David Benavidez beating everybody at 150, at 168.
So then, how you gonna sit up and say then we don't know who the best is unless they fight everybody? Then,
bro, because this is my thing, money. When a person keep calling these motherfuckers out and trying to make his manager call these people and trying to make these fights and they keep turning the fights down, there's a reason why they keep turning the fucking fights.
Fought them still and all.
But I understand that. But listen, but that's not a fact, though. And listen, David Benavidez is not a fact with me. Listen, that's not a fact with me saying he's the best at 168. That's not a fact, right? Right now, Canelo Alvarez is the best at 168 because he has all the hardware.
Thank you for giving that man his just due finally. Thank you.
He got all the hardware. Listen to what I'm saying. He has all the hardware. That signifies to me, like in every other fucking sport, okay, last year, who was the fucking best in the NFL?
The Rams.
Why?
Like, we're not comparing boxing and football.
Yeah, you can compare sports, period. They won the fucking Super Bowl. They took that Lombardi trophy and they brought that bitch back to your fucking hometown. Correct?
LA, but you know,
okay, you know what I'm saying. When they was fucking St. Louis,
right?
I get confused about that shit sometimes. So, but anyway, that's your team because they was in your fucking town when they won the Super Bowl with my homeboy Marshall Folk. Nah,
yes, sir.
Nah. So right now, Canelo Alvarez is the fucking best at 168. Right? Here we go. What up, Knockout? What's happening, brother?
Hey, y'all got a great conversation going. I'm going to hop back in the chat. Shout out to my brother Money and the OG Coach. Shout out to both of y'all. But I just want to say, Coach, I'll be looking for them push-ups from you sometime soon, my brother. I'll be looking for those push-ups from you sometime soon. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all continue this Canelo Alvarez conversation.
That's my wife. My wife got to give you push-ups. Yeah, my wife got to give you she the one. with that bullshit. My husband ain't gonna back down. I'm sitting there going, girl, I really don't want to take this fucking bet.
Coach, she done push you into the fight, coach.
Yeah, she put me into that.
My
shit.
husband is coming right now. Motherfucker said it's 7 foot tall.
Cowboys, the
Coach.
Cowboys in fucking Cincinnati.
Man,
Look, here she
we
come.
gonna talk.
Oh Lord,
We gonna talk.
Money, he could have denied that at any time. I was just saying, if you want all the smoke, get all the smoke. I was just trying to keep up with him. I was being supportive.
Yeah, that wasn't supportive. You was pushing me into a fucking fight. That's what you did.
Coach, that nigga 7 foot tall, coach. What's my husband?
Push me into that shit. I wasn't betting that fucking shit, and then here she go. He ain't gonna back down. And then I was drinking too. Like, oh.
And coach, not even the team you fuck with, the Bengals. That's Cassandra team.
Yeah. So my point is, right now, Canelo Alvarez is the best at 168 pounds. But I think this ain't no facts. This ain't none of that shit. I think that David Benavidez will beat the sleeves off of him. I think that David Benavidez is the best 168 pounder. I can't prove that until they fight, because right now, Canelo Alvarez is the fucking king. He got all the belts at 168 pounds. That right there, that is a fact.
Now, when I look at that fight out Butcher's side, David is going to push Canelo. That's a fact, right? He's a young, hungry lion. We already know how the young, hungry lions is when they up and coming. The blood is boiling. They want to prove who they are. I mean, this start from everybody. Even with Canelo when he was young, he wanted Floyd. Floyd was the best. He wanted the best, right? I give it to him. David wants the best. I give it to him, right? That's a fact. He wanted. But I just don't like when y'all say things like, oh, they always say, go, y'all need to fight each other. That's a fact, bro. Like Canelo didn't just get Floyd Mayweather right off the bat, bro. He just didn't get him. But when we looking at, but when we looking at, he had to fight Austin Trout. He had to fight Austin Trout. Austin Trout wasn't no fucking slouch. But I'm just saying, when we're looking at the situation and we looking at these boys out here, when we say we want the best to fight the best, okay, we say David Benavidez, is he one of the best? Yes, he is one of the best. Is Charlo one of the best? It's all these boys that we say that we want to see Canelo fight, because all I heard is Canelo got to fight every goddamn body, right? He need to fight this fight. Hold on, coach.
Listen, man.
Hold on. Every time somebody is a fan of another fighter, no matter if it's Charlo, Benavidez, you say David Morrell now, motherfucking Demetrius Andrade, Bivol again. I'm just saying, Zerd. I'm just saying people that are fan of those fighters. I'm not counting boo-boo. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people that are fan of those fighters. You got some Demetrius Andrade fans out here. Everybody that's a fan of the fighter,
hit the like button.
They always allude back to, oh, Canelo need to fight him. He need to fight Canelo. Canelo need to fight him. Thanks, man. Canelo need to fight this fighter. Canelo need to fight that fighter. It's never, oh, they need to fight one another, as if they can't make their own legacy with each other. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to fight Canelo. I'm not mad at that. I went out here. I want to see Canelo fight. Benavidez and Charlo. Those are two fights that I want to see him fight. Charlo and Benavidez. Right? I want to see him fight those two fighters.
This nigga done changed his name.
Damn, coach.
He done changed his name to Baz Reeves Jr. with that big ass mustache.
God damn, coach.
That's a good brother to be after, though. If y'all don't know who Baz Reeves is in the chat, y'all don't know who Baz Reeves is, look him up. He was that's who the Lone Ranger was really based off of. And he was a bad motherfucker. Y'all go and do y'all history on who Baz Reeves was. What's up, bro?
I'm good, coach. I'm good, man. I saw that you were on. I saw you were talking to Moni. Big step over there.
Yeah,
what's up, Moni?
I'm going down.
We're gonna continue to go at it until these two fighters fight. Until Canelo grow him some balls and fight the man. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo knock his motherfucking face.
Oh no. He's not gonna fight David. No.
Boy, such your no. Look like you finna throw your hands up in the goddamn Irish position, looking ass back.
Nah, he gonna drop the belt.
Nah. Why would he? You're not gonna fight him, Moni.
You don't know what he gonna do next, boy.
You're right. I don't. But what I do know is that what's up, Knockout? Is that Canelo's past it. He's past it, man. So he's going to be very strategic and very smart on who he fight. Yes.
How is he past it, bro?
That slow footwork. I mean, he gassed out. He doesn't jab. He just throws power shots. He plods behind people. He couldn't even get that old. He couldn't even get the old guy out of there.
So now, hold on,
he didn't even look dynamic.
He couldn't get the old guy out of there. When have anybody got Triple G up out of there? So that's the thing.
It's not about who or when.
Wait a minute.
We're talking about him, though.
Wait a minute. Just the thing with y'all, bro. When people go out there, right, and y'all expect for somebody to get knocked out that's never been knocked out, that's never really been buzzed, as if Triple G is just a motherfucking slouch in these boxing streets. Cut it out, bro. Y'all need to quit trying to put expectations through the motherfucking roof with certain fighters. That's y'all problem. Y'all trying to put the expectations through the fucking roof, right? But y'all want to say, oh, he couldn't even get the old guy out of there. Triple G ain't no fucking slouch just because he's 40 years of age, bro. We don't know if any of these fighters to get Triple G up out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I do. David will get him out.
Well, money.
David won't get him up out of there. And I bet money.
Yes, he will.
And I bet money. On the counts of what? On the counts of what? What makes
on the counts that right now he's 24-25 and is a better fighter.
Faster, and way higher work rate.
That's what I mean. Y'all trying to put David Benavidez on his high ass pedestal where he haven't done shit. But when it comes to Canelo,
it's always been on a high pedestal. It's always been on a high pedestal.
See, that's duck talk. I don't like duck talk on my channel, Money Brown.
It's not duck talk. It's not.
It is
facts talk.
That's not fact. That's not fact.
So how the fuck you gonna sit up here?
How you gonna say he hasn't done nothing, Money Brown, when he is 2-time 168-pound fucking champion, the youngest in the history of boxing?
Okay, now watch this.
And you gonna say he never done nothing?
Now watch this. Now, okay, so now you like to always say this shit, coach. Now, who did he beat for the titles?
I don't give a fuck.
No. Fuck no. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
At 22 years old. No, he was 20 years old.
But you sit up here and you discredit Canelo Alvarez when he go beat world champions for titles. But now you don't give a fuck when it comes to David Benavidez. You see the shit that you do?
I do. I didn't say that. Listen.
No, you discredit Canelo. You just said
I'm not discrediting him. Hold on. I'm not discrediting him.
You just said up here out your own mouth and said, what do you mean? You said up here out your own mouth, and now we rewind the tape, and you said that Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant was scared and there was no motherfuckers. But when I asked you, when they got in the ring, they was fucking terrified. That's negative. And when I asked you, who did David Benavidez beat for the belts? It don't matter. That's a double standard and it's a contradiction.
It's not a double standard because the fact of the matter is you said this was your words, Money Brown.
When it comes to David Benavidez, who haven't fought a 50-50 fight, but
your words were, Money Brown. Who has he beat? He is the 2-time WBC 168-pound champion.
We saw him get put on his
nothing. That's how you make it sound.
So now, no, it's not about it's like he did nothing. It's the point to where
Andre Durrell for one of them, who Caleb Plant is fighting next. Yes,
not a man better than Canelo. Now he's going to stop Triple G. Like, come on, bro. We got to be real, man.
Jay Miller. He didn't just beat a fucking title holder. He beat Anthony Durrell for the title, and to win it the second time, he beat Anthony Durrell.
Is Anthony Durrell a better fighter than Billy Joe and Caleb Plant?
Yes, fucking right. Yes. Fucking right.
Quickly, but no, Money, real fast. Money, real fast, sir. Money, hang on, money. Hang on, sir. Hang on. Billy Joe fought for a vacant 168 title. Caleb Plant fought Caleb Truex for his title. I'm sorry, Jose. What's his name? Uska guy or Jose. So I mean, because you're making it about belts right now. So I'm just saying who those guys fought.
Negative. It's not.
And that's who Canelo fought.
Now listen.
Beat them.
Now listen, because you evidently not listening good, kid. When it comes to David Benavidez and coach putting David Benavidez on this big ass pedestal, right? And evidently, you riding on that coach train.
You're breaking up again, Money.
Damn, man.
You're breaking up again.
All right, I'm on my phone. I ain't on my computer right now. So it's what about that, coach?
Yeah,
I can hear
clear.
you.
So
Box Talk 101. What's happening, brother?
So evidently, you drinking this bitter ass coffee that coach is drinking as well. So when we looking at Canelo, who's done, I mean, extra. When we talking about, if you go praise the shit that David Benavidez did, what Canelo has done is astronomical. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if you go praise David Benavidez and put him on this high ass pedestal and say that he's better than Canelo, and then when I come to you and the shit you praising him for, it's the same shit that you criticizing and down to Canelo Alvarez for. How does that make you look?
That's not true. Because you lying right now, nigga.
No,
you lying.
Coach, in the same stream, Coach, you said out your own mouth. In the same stream, and I will rewind it. You said out your own mouth, right? That Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders were nobodies. They weren't shit.
No,
right?
That's not what I said.
Coach, I'm gonna rewind it.
I said, hold on. Said, let me talk now. I said that they went into the ring scared. And you could see it in their faces. You could see it in the way they boxed. They were fucking terrified. That's what I said.
No,
I didn't say they wasn't shit. I said that they went into the fights scared as fuck. And you got fucking Caleb Plant going, I could fight, huh, Canelo? I could fight. That's what the fuck I said.
So what
I give Canelo, listen, I give Canelo credit.
The notion that they went into the fight scared, Coach?
Look at them. They didn't fight no kind of way like they normally fight. No kind of way.
Caleb Plant didn't fight the fight that he normally fight? Oh my God.
No. He was fucking scared as shit. And not only that, I'm not going to even just say that. What I'm going to say is this. I just gave Canelo credit. He is the best in the division at 168 pounds because he has all the hardware. He has all the fucking hardware, right? Tony Boswell, salute. He has all the hardware. Chris Primetime, salute, brother. He got all the hardware. My thing is this. It's just like when Floyd was the champion and everybody was after him, right? He was the number one fighter in the world. So, yes, everybody wanted to fight him.
Did Floyd fight everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Nigga. Fucking
only one he didn't fight was
fucking
who?
Negative.
Who he didn't fight?
Yeah.
Floyd didn't fight Brick Hands.
Who?
Brick Hands.
Who you call Brick Hands?
Margarito.
Floyd was in jail.
Wait a minute. Negative, bro. We not talking about that. We're talking about, so you talking about the up and come? You talking about Money May? Did he fight Keith Thurman? Did he fight Earl Spence? Did he fight Terrence Crawford?
Earl Spence was fucking just starting his career.
Floyd
was at the end of his career.
It doesn't matter. They won the fight.
Floyd was fucking damn near 40 years old.
They won the fight.
Gave a 23-year-old Canelo an opportunity. You won't even give David Benavidez an opportunity, bro.
He didn't give Canelo no opportunity. Canelo went that motherfucker.
Coach. Canelo was calling for him.
He gave Canelo a fucking opportunity.
Coach, when he fought Canelo Alvarez, did they not break the pay-per-view record?
It doesn't matter. At that time, Floyd could have fucking broke the record with any fucking body. He's still breaking records right now. The nigga fighting exhibitions and still fucking making buku money.
Coach, that's what I mean. You spilling bullshit once again. Because Floyd came, he set the record with who? Oscar De La Hoya. Am I right? Am I wrong? Okay. Yeah. After that, she fought Ricky Burns, who wasn't Brick. Didn't break no records. He came back, had fights, didn't break no records. He didn't break that record until he fought who? Canelo Alvarez. And then he didn't break that record until he fought Manny Pacquiao. Right?
Okay.
So don't say could have fought anybody.
Who Canelo had fought Austin Trout before he got that fight. That's it. He fought Austin Trout.
But the thing was, Canelo was Canelo.
Okay. Wait. But he had just fought. Wait. Let me say something. He had just fought Austin Trout. He beat Austin Trout. Okay. Before that, who had fought? Who?
He beat Shane Mosley.
How old was Shane?
It doesn't matter. Shane was a fucking legend.
Yes, fucking right it matters.
Shane was a legend.
Right it matters. Don't tell me it don't matter. Shane Mosley was 41 years old.
He beat
Shane Mosley was 41 years old. Shane Mosley was 41 years old, bro.
He beat Shane Mosley. Right?
Come on, bro. He was 41.
It doesn't matter. Listen, Shane was 41 and Canelo did not come out.
He was 41 fucking years old.
He did not come out.
I know.
That means Shane still went out there and did his thing, bro. So we can keep trying to say they was 41, but Norton Hopkins didn't stop fucking fighting till he was 45, 47. So we gotta quit the bullshit.
Freddie.
Nah, you talking about a different animal, though.
No,
bro.
it's not. It's not talking about.
You talking about a different animal, bro. Listen, Floyd fought 26 world champions in his career. 20.
Okay.
Wait.
So all right. So what's they?
Now watch this.
Now watch this.
World champions, bro.
Was they all in their prime? Yes or no?
Floyd, no.
Okay,
but
then. So you want to put string 26 world champions?
It's not.
Listen, Floyd is my GOAT. I don't take nothing away from Floyd, bro. Right? I told people that Floyd was gonna do that to Canelo, right? But it don't take away that Canelo still fought him. See, y'all people don't like to give him credit for fighting Floyd. Y'all just want to bring up the fact that Floyd beat him. Yes, Floyd beat him. That's a fact. But he still got into the ring with that motherfucker, right?
And gave him an opportunity.
It broke a record, bro. Listen,
I don't care.
Canelo.
So before the fight, so let me ask you this question, Money Brown. Before the fight, did they know they was gonna break the fucking record?
Of course.
No, the fuck they didn't. Nobody knows that until the fight is done.
Canelo was a fucking
star.
Coach, so did Canelo not have Mexico behind him? Yes or no?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he had Mexico behind him.
No, you can't say it doesn't matter.
So did Juan Manuel Marquez. He had Mexico behind him too, but they didn't break a record.
Didn't have Mexico like Canelo had Mexico, bro.
I'm gonna let
Canelo had the it factor. Canelo had that it factor, bro.
I'm gonna see what's your take, Box Talk. I'm gonna let you talk, bro.
Money
gonna get back at it in a minute.
You guys were talking a second ago about Canelo's resume and Benavidez's resume, and I think you could argue the same thing with Floyd's resume. Is that you could sit here and nitpick at his opponent. Oh, maybe this guy or that guy wasn't in his prime, et cetera, et cetera. But I think we all agree that Floyd, by far, out of any of those guys, has the best resume, right? Any of the guys who you consider to be Floyd's competition, Floyd by far has the best resume.
Facts, I agree.
And same thing with Canelo. I'm not a Canelo fan. I'll get that out right now. And I sit here and I nitpick and put an asterisk next to every one of his wins too. But as much as I want to see him face David Benavidez, because that's the fight that I want to see. None of those other guys have done what Canelo's done. Whether I like it or not, nobody has the resume that Canelo has, right? And again, I'm going to critique him, and I'm going to tell you how much all these UK guys suck, and they didn't deserve to be in the ring with him, blah, 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 etc. But David Benavidez didn't fight those guys. None of those guys are fighting those guys. None of those guys have the same resume that Canelo has. If David Benavidez had the resume that Canelo has, that'd be great. But he doesn't.
But this, go ahead. Okay, Box Talk. This is my thing about it. See, why when people say all of that stuff, I call that duck talk. You know why I call it duck talk? Because unless a person is given an opportunity and other fighters don't want to fight him, he's trying to get these fights with other fighters. Nobody want to fight him because they see how dangerous he is. All right.
You talking about who?
David Benavidez. He's having problems getting fights because of how good he is. So now, my thing is this. I'm not taking away Canelo's credentials. I said right now he's the best at 168 because he has all the straps. So my thing is this. When it comes to people who are real threats, then the duck talk come out. But when people are not a real threat and you fight the fucking Rocky Fieldings and the Avni Yildirim, who the fuck did they fight? So don't put a double standard on David Benavidez when you didn't do that. Wait, when you didn't do that for the fucking guys who you know they was gonna fucking whoop. You understand what I'm saying?
Now watch this though. See, that's what I mean with Coach. When it comes to Canelo Boss Talk, he always bring up the same two names. You want to bring up Avni Yildirim,
yes,
and Rocky Fielding as if Canelo haven't fought top competition. You can say what you want.
I didn't say that.
Wait a minute, let me finish. You just talked. No. That's the names you always bring up. But what was the circumstances of him fighting those dudes, right? And I got on her and I just told you. Ask Keon. Keon's still in the chat. I grilled Canelo ass for the Avni Yildirim fight. I didn't like it. But
he didn't.
He had to fight him.
He breaking up
fight him. He had to fight him to get
not
to
true.
Billy.
That's not true.
Man. That's it.
Not true,
man.
He requested
not
him.
true.
Listen, listen.
Exactly.
No, you can say
Mauricio already said it.
Can I finish, bro? Mauricio Suleiman said that Canelo had to fight the man to get to the Billy Joe side. And coach, I showed you the interview. Did I not?
I showed you the interview when Mauricio told you he said that Canelo requested Abner fucking Yildirim.
But look, coach, that's a fact. But did I not show you the interview as well where he said that he had to fight Abner Yildirim because he was the mandatory to get to Billy Joe, right? Right? And when I get Mauricio Suleiman as on my show, we gonna have him clear that up. So I'm gonna stand out what we gonna
because
have.
at 1 minute he said that he requested it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stand on what he said about the man
who
being
was the number one fighter behind Canelo?
The thing is this.
It was David.
I didn't
for the
like
WBC.
I say, I got on his ass about it, and I didn't agree with the Abner Yildirim fight, but it happened. But after the Abner Yildirim fight, right? The man went and fought 4 undefeated world champions in a row.
That,
Hold on,
I give him credit for that.
No, you really don't, coach, because you just sit up here. You sit up here and you'll say that now because I'm in your ass. But
you ain't in my ass. You in my ass. I'm in your ass because your man a fucking duck.
I told you, ain't no way a crippled nigga should be kicking you up the ass and he can't move his legs. Got to be God.
Nigga, but like this, shit.
But like this,
you
coach,
so full of shit.
Like this, coach. He went and fought 4 undefeated world champions in a row, and then just came back and fought another world champion at Triple G for the 3rd time.
He fought 3 world champions in a row.
No, he fought 4.
Yeah, he lost one of them.
It doesn't matter. He fought 4. But look,
he got his ass beat. Like I said,
we all agree. But when we all agree on this, that 40-year-old Triple G, if David Benavidez, if Jamal Charlo, and if Demetrius Andrade would have fought that same 40-year-old Triple G that Canelo fought, that would have been the biggest name on their resume. Am I right? Am I wrong?
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China, bro?
Because it shows that Canelo is still out here fighting better competition than the motherfuckers, and they ain't doing shit. So for y'all to give them all these praises, it doesn't matter what you say.
Bro, I don't care about that. This is what you're not understanding.
So how can you put David Benavidez on this high ass pedestal when
because he's fought 2 into?
But he still, haven't showed you though. I got you, Steph. But he still haven't showed you, coach, that he can go out there and beat, whether he fought him or not, whether they didn't fight him yet or not. He still haven't showed you that he can go out there and defeat the best competition known to man in boxing right now. And I'm gonna say this: when you be saying things like, "Oh, all right, this go end," and when you be saying things like, "Oh, they don't want to fight him because they're afraid of what," no, that's negative. All these motherfuckers is trying to get the Canelo Alvarez fight, and all these motherfuckers feel as if they done enough to get the Canelo Alvarez fight. So none of them really want to blow their chances by fighting the other and losing to the other to get the Canelo, because they feel like Jamal feel like he did enough, Demetrius Andrade feel like he did enough, David Benavidez feel like he done enough. So not true.
Not true. Don't make up shit. No. I'm gonna stop you right there, partner. Not true. That's not true, Money Brown. That's not true. Right now, you are making up shit. David Benavidez has called for all of those fights. When Jamal Charlo opened his mouth, David Benavidez was in his head. Wait. Let me finish.
No, you talking about making up shit. I said they feel like they done enough to get the Canelo Alvarez fight. So they don't want to fight each other to try to fuck that up, but they don't want to lose to one another because they feel like they in position to get it. So they all wait for Canelo.
David wants to fight all of those guys, and they won't fight him. So do not put his name in that list.
And what's the reason why?
You can put Andre, you can put Charlo, you can't put David Benavidez because he's trying to fight all of those fucking fighters.
That's exactly, coach. You're not listening. I just said
I'm gonna let Steph go. Just let Steph talk, and then I'll get back to it. Go ahead, Steph.
To be on Coach's side, Money, I would say David is the best 168 pounder. I don't think any of those guys could beat him. I know they have a chance to beat him, but I don't think they do. And then my question for you, Money, when Canelo fought,
that's like saying Jerron Boots Ennis is the best.
But listen, sir. Since he fought Rocky Fielding, have you thought any of the guys on that list he's fought could beat Canelo Alvarez?
What?
I said, starting with Rocky Fielding, did you ever think going into all those fights that he's been pretty much matchroom guys? Do you think those guys can beat him?
You said before he fought Rocky Fielding. No.
I'll ask again. I'll ask again. I said, since he fought Rocky Fielding, the trail of guys that Canelo has fought, did you think they had a chance of beating Canelo Alvarez?
So you're talking about Callum Smith, Billy Joe, Taylor Plant, and Bevel? Yes, I thought they had an opportunity. I thought they had a chance to beat Canelo. Did I think they was gonna beat Canelo? No.
Okay. All right. That's all I was wondering.
You gotta remember Canelo moved to 168, right? When he fought Callum Smith was the number one super middleweight in the world, which people don't want to get that man as just do, but he was the number one super middleweight in the world.
But remember what I said though? Remember what I said last night on your channel? I said all champions aren't created equally. Like I'm not impressed at all with any of the guys who he's fought over the last 4 or 5 years. With the exception to Bivol.
When you become a champion, you're a champion.
All right. All right.
Yo, you guys have me on record. You guys have me on record saying that Canelo has the best resume out of any and all of those guys, right?
Right.
Okay. But with that being said, and me not being a Canelo fan and me saying David doesn't have the same resume or hasn't fought the competition that Canelo has, et cetera, you take all of that. But I'm still going to say who else is left, bro? He's got to fight Benavidez because who else is left?
Charlo and Benavidez.
He's not fighting Benavidez.
The thing is this. He is the mandatory. He has the interim belt. He's fought 2 eliminators to try to get his belt back. Now, he lost it. It's his fault. He lost the fucking belt. Canelo went, scooped it up. He fought 3 fighters for 4 belts. We all know that happened, right? We all know that happened. We also know that he fought. You said I bring up Avni Yildirim because of the fact of this. The reason I brought up Avni Yildirim was because when my brother Box Talk was talking, and he said, when I call stuff duck talk, because these other guys who got opportunities to fight Canelo Alvarez should not have gotten an opportunity, but when it comes to David Benavidez, that excuse is used. Well, who has he fought? What is his resume? Well, who the fuck did Avni Yildirim get an opportunity? He hadn't fought no fucking body. In his last fight before Canelo Alvarez, he lost and didn't fight for 2 years, but was given an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez is undefeated. He's a 2-time champion, 3 now because he has the interim belt, 3-time champion, the youngest ever at 168 pounds. He's been trying to get other fights. Nobody wants to fight him. The fights that he gets, he starts these people. So why his opportunity? It goes by his resume when it don't go by the resume for the Rocky Field Hands and the fucking Avni Yildirims. That's all I use those words, those people for.
And I'm
they don't have to prove anything.
I'm let you go, Boss Talk. Well, it don't go by his resume. I bring up resumes because every time it comes to Canelo, you try to shit on Canelo resume, coach.
Nah.
These are facts. Yes, it is. You always want to discredit the fights he fought. You say, oh, they were scared. And okay, so if they were scared, who the fuck did David Benavidez fought that was in there that was a 50-50 fight for him? So you want to discredit Canelo for going out there doing what he had to do and beating top competition and world champion. But when it comes to David Benavidez, he ain't got nowhere near the resume of Canelo, right? Mm-hmm. But it don't matter when it comes to David Benavidez. When it comes to Canelo, it matters. So y'all putting Benavidez on this high-ass pedestal, and you can do what you want to do. But he haven't fought that fight chat to where we can say, wow, look who the fuck he just beat, and look what he did to him. Right?
But I don't think the argument that everybody's having is does David Benavidez have a comparable record to Canelo? Because nobody's saying that. David Benavidez has a better resume than some of Canelo's opponents. That's what the argument is.
Exactly.
No, boss. No, I'm talking about Coach, because Coach up here, and out his own mouth, he said that Caden Plant and Billy Joe was nothing, right? We said it was nothing, and we can rewind the tape and say that. So then when it come down to David Benavidez, if they are nothing, right? So that means that who David Benavidez was fighting is just if Canelo opponents who we beat for the titles are nothing, then the motherfucker that David Benavidez beat is pure garbage juice. They ass trash. If that's how you want to go about your life.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well,
I told you, no, that's not you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying they ass trash. What I'm saying is it has been shown as of lately for sure, right? That fighters who are not scared of Canelo and maintain distance.
But Coach, how can you say they were scared of Canelo? That's discredited, man.
Okay, now my man being boxing. He just
Why
put
can't
this
you
up
be critical?
This is your man. Hold on. This is your man. When your man had an opportunity, he could have fought Jamel Charlo. He could have fought He could have fought Jamal Charlo. He could have fought Demetrius Andrade.
Jamal
this is why I say what I say. Look who he picked.
Jamal
Look who he picked at 154. That's who he picked at 154. That's why I get on his ass. This is who he picked.
Now watch
That's who he picked.
Watch this. Now was Liam Smith a world champion? Yes or no?
Was Jamel Charlo a world champion?
Was
yes
Liam
or no?
Smith hold on, wait a minute, because see, y'all try to sit up here, y'all try to play this game. Was Liam Smith the WBO world champion or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so he
was Jamel Charlo a world champion? Yes or no?
Listen. Y'all want to say
yes or no? Which fight is bigger, Liam Smith and Canelo or Jamel Charlo and Canelo? Now you answer that question.
Wait a minute, y'all trying to sit up here and discredit world.
Jamal was there too at the time. Liam was the weakest champion in the division. Jamal was a champion in the division too. Both brothers.
There you go.
And Lara.
Now we can say
just like Orion.
Wait a minute.
That's what he do.
But listen, the thing though. Listen, we can say that Liam Smith was the weakest champion, but y'all haven't seen Liam Smith fight Lara or Charlo, because Coach just said up here and said we can't say who's the best at the division if they haven't fought each other. Now that's not, Coach. Did you not say that out your own mouth? Did
I'm gonna ask you this question.
Wait a minute, hold on, Coach. Wait a minute.
Yes, I said that. Yes,
so
I
said. You gonna sit up here and say that? Okay, we can't say who's the best unless they all fight each other. But if Canelo go and fight a world champion and Liam Smith, y'all discredit the shit and say, "Oh, it's the bottom of the totem pole." Now, watch this, Boss Talk.
Why?
Hold on. Now, when Canelo was just fit to fight Jamal Charlo, when he was in talks with Jamal Charlo, people said that Jamal Charlo was the weakest link and he was at the bottom of the totem pole. So it's never going to be good. It don't matter what Canelo does, bro. It's not going to be good enough. But if he's going out here fighting world champions, but we said up here and scream, Floyd fought 26 world champions. He fought 26 world champions. But when Canelo fight a champion, it don't mean shit. Come on, man.
Didn't say that. I never said that. The thing that frustrated me more than anything was the fact that he had to only fight 3 champions to get 4 belts. Because his David Benavidez belt shouldn't have never been thrown in there. And Avni fucking Yildirim got an opportunity to fight Canelo when David Benavidez lost his shit on the scale.
You keep talking about David, it wasn't David Benavidez.
Let me finish, Ronnie Brown. That's why I fucking got upset about the shit, right? Now, we all know, since Canelo is the money man, right? He's the money man, right? So we all know at the time when he fought Liam Smith, we know one thing. We know that Jamal and Jamel was a way bigger money fight for Canelo Alvarez than fucking Liam Smith. And if you deny that, Money Brown, you're lying on my channel. And you know that's the truth. But guess who he picked? Liam Smith. The same thing he did with this last negotiations. He gave up 50. He could have made $100 million plus back end money, but instead he chose which route to go.
Bro,
and that didn't end up so good for him because he got his ass whipped, and then he was terrible against Triple G.
Now watch this. Now here we go again, Boss Talk. When I check this out, bro, and tell me if I'm wrong or not, right? So they want to get mad at Canelo Alvarez for taking the Dimitri Bivol and the Triple G contract over Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez. But when we look at David Benavidez, we look at Jamal Charlo, and we look at Dimitri Bivol. Aren't they all on the same level? We can agree, right? Hold on. What?
No.
I'm gonna give you my answer because I'm sure my answer is different from like anybody else's. When they put those 2 offers out on the table for Canelo, and it was the DAZN deal and then the freaking PBC or whatever it was. I wanted him to go the PBC route because I feel that Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez are much more entertaining fights, entertaining build-up to the fight. Bivol, I knew was the most dangerous fight out of all of those.
Thank you.
I just wasn't looking forward to it because Bivol has the charisma of a fucking 2x4.
Because of the hype. There you go, Boss Talk. Because of the hype,
there's nothing there that's like gonna hype me up for it, right? Like I knew the press conferences were gonna be ass. I wasn't looking forward to it, but I knew out of all the 4 guys that are being offered to Canelo, he's the most dangerous one. He's more dangerous than old ass Triple G, than what you could say is an unproven David Benavidez, and a Jamal Charlo who isn't even in the weight class yet officially, right? But I want to see a fucking press conference with Charlo and Triple G and Charlo and fucking Canelo or Benavidez and Canelo. Like, I want entertainment, bro. The fights,
I said the same thing. Look,
the fights, sure. We can
campaigned for
disagree on what's
Canelo.
more competitive or whatever, but entertainment. At the end of the day, we all want entertainment.
Yes,
We want.
and look, I'm sorry, but I agree with you. I campaigned for Jamal Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, and PBC fucked it up because they started trying to come along and put a package deal together, which gave the zone an opportunity to put them a package deal together because it was between Charlo and Bivol. Charlo and Bivol. We got to remember, Canelo was going to fight Bivol when the Caden Plant shit broke down. So I always knew, and if you go back, I'm saying the same thing on my live stream. I always knew Bivol was a strong player because Canelo is that type of individual. If you do something good and he felt like you're a good individual, bro, he's gonna come, he's gonna fight you because you know he gonna keep his word. So I always knew Bivol still was in the plan, but Charlo was in the running and he could have got the fight. But when PBC came and they started trying to put a package deal together, then that's what put motherfucking DAZN in the mix of putting a package deal together. Now my thing is, when it comes to top competition inside the ring, like you say, Bivol was the most dangerous. When I look at Charlo and I look at David Benavidez, I say they got more exposure than Bivol because they're over in America, and you know the fans resonate to them more. You know what I'm saying? So I agree 120%. I was campaigning for that, but they want to make it as if Canelo just went and took the Bivol and a Triple G fight as if it had no competition or it wasn't a tough road, like inside the square circle. So when they say they want to see the best fight the best, Bivol and Canelo was the best versus the best.
Man, stop that bullshit, money, bro.
How come Bivol and Canelo wasn't the best versus the best?
That fucking bullshit you talking right now, money, bro.
Don't say it's bullshit.
Stop that bullshit. Y'all was all. I'm the only one picked Bivol to whoop his fucking ass.
It's not about picking Bivol to win. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait a
minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
No, hold on, my ass. Let me talk.
When did I say that Bivol?
No.
So, coach,
that's some bullshit.
Wait a minute,
coach. That's some bullshit.
Wait a minute, coach. Here you go. Want to toot your horn and pat yourself on the back because you picked the winner.
No, because this is some bullshit. And I think David Benavidez will beat Bivol, by the way. But that's not the point.
Coach, when you said on my channel, did I not say that Dimitri Bivol was dangerous for Canelo? Yes or no?
Bruh.
Yes or no?
You said Canelo was gonna beat him. He's an up and down fighter. That's what y'all fucking said.
Man, I would go to my goddamn live stream.
Y'all said he was an up and down fighter.
Man, stop it, coach, man.
That's exactly what y'all said, and I said
Bivol was
gonna whip his ass because he's gonna control distance. He's gonna fucking put them hands on him, and he whipped that ass. Now all of a sudden that Canelo done lost, you coming up with this bullshit. That's bullshit,
I'm on record saying that Bivol was gonna be a tough fight for Canelo. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna even
look. Even 817 said this. This. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. This the same shit. He said, now that the fucking fight has happened, you coming up with that. That's some bullshit.
I don't give a fuck with no 817.
I understand.
He can run his mouth and say what the fuck he want to say. I understand what I said, and I'm on record.
Now, after the fucking he done got his ass whipped, and then you were still on your channel. When I went on your channel after Canelo got his ass whipped, you were still saying Canelo won 8-4, some bullshit like that.
First of all, that was sarcasm, right? And if you go watch that fucking live stream, you'll see me give Dimitri Bivol all the credit in the world. So to you motherfuckers that smart, you went on my channel, you must then stay that long. You must read the title. You must just read the title, and you got to just hooping around, shaking your little pom-poms, happy because Canelo took a loss.
Because you shaking for Canelo, I'm shaking for David.
No, because I came and gave Bivol all the credit in the world. Now, when it comes to Dimitri Bivol, I'm the one that was up there saying that there was a good fucking fight, right? And I don't give you talking about 817, talking about this. I don't give a fuck what 817.
I remember where I was when I
heard it. It was one-sided though.
He's just a Canelo hater. So when it comes to the situation, bro, I know for a fact that I was the one up there saying, will y'all give him credit for Dimitri Bivol? Yes, coach, you said if you fight him at 175, I will give him credit, right? But if you bring him down, I'm not. So don't sit up here and say, oh, Money Brown, you said, man, all I got to do is go pull up my archives and show you what the fuck I said.
Hold on. I can tell you when we was on Keon's show, me and my wife was driving across the river. We was across the river. I forgot where we was going. We was going somewhere, and I was on a panel with y'all, and y'all was talking about, he going to beat the shit out of Dimitri Bivol. And I said, okay.
Man, that was you and Keon talking that shit. Don't put Money Brown in nothing.
Bro, I'm going to tell you
Keon,
like this.
Keon always had his
I'm going to say this. The hardest package was on the PBC side, and your man took the easiest route once again, like he did with Liam Smith.
You can say the hardest package. The more exciting package was on the PBC side, but when Canelo
was on that side,
because I got Charlo, motherfuckers got to screaming that Charlo was the weakest link out of all them dudes. Man, cut it out.
Charlo is weaker than Triple G, who the same Triple G who was offered. Why did Triple G was the WBC champion for years, right? But then after he lost to Canelo the second time, Mauricio Suleiman and them came to him and said, "Listen, you gotta fight Jamal Charlo to get another shot at Canelo, right?" Guess what? To become the mandatory. You know what he did? I'm not doing it. I'm going fuck around and go the other route. And that's what he did. He went the other route because he don't want no smoke with Jamal Charlo or Boo Boo. That's why he fucking went and unified with Murata, who hadn't fought in 3 years. So don't give me that bullshit. And how fucking fair is it that Triple G at 160 pounds, never fought at 168 pounds, got an opportunity at 40 years old to fight for the undisputed championship of the world at 168 when you got guys who've been at this fucking weight, working their asses off like David Benavidez, who've been whooping everybody fucking ass to get his titles back. But Triple G was given an opportunity over him because he got a bigger name. That's fucking bullshit.
Duh, it's boxing. You already know how that shit works. Don't make it as if. Don't make it as if
this your man is the money man, and they kissed his ass that he won't fight the motherfuckers we want to see him fight. That's why.
But when you finish, he fought the best of the best in every division, and the man that you praised still ain't fought the best. Okay.
No, I disagree.
Okay, so now watch this. At 154, Laura, Austin Trout, and Floyd was the best. Nobody can deny that. At 160, at 160,
you still had other champions in that division.
Wait a minute. At 160, Triple G was the top shotter. Nobody can deny that. At 168, Callum Smith, Caden Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, they was the best at 168. Nobody can deny that. At 175, Dimitri Bevell and Arthur Beterbiev was the best, and nobody can deny that. So he still fought the best in the division.
He didn't fight Beterbiev.
How you gonna say he fought the best?
They were still the best, but he fought Bevell. He fought Bevell because he offered Beterbiev a fight, but they went a different route.
How you say he
fought the best? He offered Beterbiev a fight, and they went a different route.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Were they not
at 154, you say he fought the best. That's
not
bro, he has a pattern of at every weight class, he goes for the easiest champion in every weight class. And I'll prove it to you. 154, Liam Smith. He fought Liam Smith. He didn't fight the Charlos.
Don't just
say
Liam Smith.
What was that?
Don't just say Liam Smith, Laura and Austin Trout, buddy, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, okay.
Floyd was 147 pounder. Floyd was 147 pounds.
Floyd fought him at 150. Floyd fought him at
152. That ain't 154.
He fought Liam Smith. 160 at 160. He fought Miguel Cotto at 160. All right.
Oh my
at 168. Hold on. At 168. Who did he go pick off? At 168, who did he go pick off? Who he picked off at fuck that. Who did he pick off at 168? Who he pick off at 168? Before he started the 168 run after David Benavidez lost his fucking belt. Who did he go? Did he go up there and fight Zerto? No.
Callum Smith was the number 168 pounder.
Hold on. Did he fight fucking Zerto at the time?
Callum Smith was the number 168 pounder.
Who he went pick up? Rocky fucking Fielding. That's who he went and picked on. Rocky, the weakest link. That is his pattern.
4-time champion.
Y'all gonna say the weakest link, but that was his first fight at 168 pounds, right?
I don't give a fuck.
But wait a minute, you can say.
So that was the first time. That's the first time GGG got a title shot at 168. He never fought nobody, but he gets to go for undisputed.
Wait a minute, he doubled back and still fought Caden Plant, Billy Joe, and Callum Smith.
Billy Joe's unproven at 168. He just fought for a vacant title, and then when he did fight, and when he defended it, he looked like absolute shit. He looked like absolute shit.
You can say what you want to say. he was the champion at 168. Now, when you look at David Benavidez, I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Cleverly, man, was David Benavidez's resume better than Billy Joe Saunders at 168? Yes or no?
Yes. At 168, yes.
At 168, yeah.
At 168, yes.
Yes.
Overall,
Negative.
no. But at 168, yes.
At 168, yes.
Negative.
All right, cool, man.
Oh, you gonna
cool,
stop that?
great. You've been disagreeing the whole time, so that's fine.
Another drug cheat that got fucking caught. Another one.
You can say what you want to say.
Just to get out of it, not to fight Andrade. He cheated just to get out, not to fight Andrade.
I can say what y'all want to say, but when you look at David Benavidez's resume, right? It ain't nowhere near Canelo Alvarez, bro.
No one's saying it is.
It doesn't have to be. Nobody's saying that.
No one's saying it is. No one's saying it is.
Nowhere near.
No one has said that.
Was Caleb Plant's resume anywhere near Canelo's?
Nope. Negative. I agree. Nope, it wasn't. But is David Benavidez so much more of a better fighter than Caleb Plant?
No, I could sit here and say, listen, I think that David Benavidez is a better fighter than Caleb Plant. I personally do think so. But my argument wouldn't be that, oh, he's better. No, because that's just an opinion. But I think we can agree as far as what they've done, their accomplishments, their resumes, they're on par.
And that's
that's fair. But Caleb, Caleb fought those three white boys who suck.
Hold on. You be quiet, bro. And that's my whole thing.
David ain't beat nobody but Anthony Durrell on a 16-year career.
So this is my thing. If they all on par, right? And I say they all, and I've been making the same point you just said, boss.
Mike Lee,
you can't
some
put
German guy.
You can't put one person over the next.
So Anthony Durrell.
So listen, you can't say that one person is better than the next. So when they get to doing all this crybaby shit, oh, he haven't fought David Benavidez. It ain't like he does so much more than what they did, and it don't mean the outcome gonna be different if Canelo fight the boy. Now I want to see him fight him just to shake coach ass up, but at the end of the day, they try to discredit everything Canelo Alvarez do because they say he didn't fight David Benavidez. But if Canelo tell them to go fight each other, right? What's wrong with that?
Well, I think people are going about having the wrong disagreement or the wrong, I guess, discussion for that. If I'm gonna make the argument for, oh, I want to see Canelo Benavidez, then my argument isn't going to be who has a better resume or anything like that. My argument is just going to be who at this point, who's left, bro? Like, who's left at 168? Just fight David Benavidez. What's wrong with that? He's more worthy than anybody else who you're going to pick. He's more worthy, in my opinion, than a fucking John Ryder or a Zach Parker. I don't want to see that shit.
He try and pick on Charlo while it look like Charlo ain't Charlo.
But we can't say that. We can't say that he's going to fight no John Ryder or no. And I get what you're saying. So my thing is this: we have to wait and see what Canelo does next. What his next move is, right? But when Canelo said, "All right, y'all go fight each other, and I'll fight the winner," motherfuckers went into an uproar. But he never said he wouldn't fight the man. He explained what he meant by when he not fighting no more Mexican fighters. But he been said, "I'll fight the motherfucker. I'll fight anybody." So all
that's all fluff. That's all fluff. No one cares about that. No one cares about that. Come on, that's all fluff.
David is American. He ain't a Mexican. He's American.
Let him go fix his hand. Let him go fix his hand, and let's wait till he come back and let's see what he do afterwards.
Yeah,
look,
he's done. He's past the hill.
Let's wait till at least let's see what they do next, and watch this shit. Some Macaboo gonna come the fuck up. That's what's gonna happen. He gonna fight some motherfucker.
Oh my God!
We can't act like he didn't fight Austin Trout for the opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather neither.
Never said he didn't. But
no, that was a great win. The Trout win was a great win.
Okay, OTB. I'm gonna ask, since you want to defend him, I got a question for you.
I'm not defending nobody, Coach. You know how we is. We gonna keep it
at 160 pounds. He had 3 belts. Canelo Alvarez did. He had 3 fucking belts: the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA. He had 3 belts at 160 pounds. He needed 1 more belt, just 1 more belt.
We know that, Coach.
To become undisputed at 100. Now that would be fucking miraculous because nobody ever did that.
Mexican to do
history, Coach.
Hold on. Nobody in history, especially in the 4-belt era, would be undisputed at 160.
I promise y'all.
Undisputed at 160. Nobody had done it. They had one person.
And that was Boo Boo Andre.
One person that he had to fight who been calling your name for fucking years and years and years, and you wouldn't fight him.
Come on, Money, don't say that.
Well, Demetrius Andrade could have padded his resume to where it wouldn't have been.
Who's not going to give him credit for
that fight?
What I gotta pad my resume for when I'm the fucking other champion? Well, then that's the case. Then Bud should have fucking went and padded his resume then. Because he fucking getting an opportunity to fight for Undisputed, and he got
was
one.
We not hearing that?
Was
we not hearing that after Sean Porter fought? Was we not hearing that Bud needed to fight
the same situation, bro? Or it's the same situation. He's fighting for Undisputed, though, bro. It's the same situation. Now, when the man who everybody say is the man at 168 pounds, his fault once again loses his belt off the scales, all of a sudden. I'm going on this Undisputed run now. Never heard that shit before until that man lost his fucking belt on the scales.
Man, that is your theory.
That's the truth.
No, everybody don't know. That's your theory. Listen, your man should never lost his title. You don't know what would have happened. Hold on, Coach, wait a minute. But you want to go out here talk about, oh, he only went for Undisputed because he lost his title. That's bullshit. You can't keep painting that thing.
Go after Undisputed at 160.
Silly ass narrative because Joe got fucked up and lost his title.
Why he didn't go at 160?
Right?
Why he just saw an advantage
at 160?
And now
instead you go pick on motherfucking Rocky Field.
If you had that title when a man came up, you would have had an opportunity. So at the end of the day, you gotta blame your man for that shit. Period.
I do blame.
No, you don't. You keep crying about them taking a belt and putting.
What I'm saying is,
and David Benavidez.
Why didn't you go for Undisputed at 160?
David Benavidez set you straight himself.
At the same time, you had Jamal Charlo, who was his mandatory, and you had Boo Boo Andrade, who had the WBO belt. You did the same shit you did at 154. You ran out of the division. You took a fucking franchise belt to avoid Jamal Charlo. You ran out of the division and you went for Rocky Fielding. That nobody knows. Now you can't tell me Rocky Fielding got a better resume.
Well, why
Charlo?
I got one question for you though.
Why you don't get on Charlo, Coach?
Who did they beat to become mandatory?
Why didn't you get on Charlo when he turned down the fight with Canelo?
When did he turn down a fight with Canelo?
I don't care how they got to become mandatory. OTB, they became
that
mandatory.
Matters, Coach. When you talking about a fighter,
wait a minute,
a fight.
Hang on,
wait a minute.
That matters.
All right, let me counter that. Let me counter that.
Fight with Canelo.
Let me counter that. Then who did Rocky Fielding fight?
Nathan, go do your. Steph, go do your research.
I'm asking you. You're telling me. You can tell me right now. Tell me right now. Tell me right now.
When we say who did Rocky Fielding fight, Canelo was going up to 68 to test the waters. He went up to 68. His first fight was against Rocky Fielding.
Okay.
You can't get mad.
Why not become undisputed? Why not become undisputed?
No, because
Rocky Fielding, his first
Rocky Fielding had a belt, right? Rocky Fielding had a belt.
Yes, he had a regular title, not no major title. He had a regular title.
So just like if we're allowed to ask, oh well, who did Charlo whoever beat to become a mandatory? Okay, well, who the fuck did Rocky Fielding beat to become a champion? That's a fair question too.
Regular champion.
And we know, but we know Charlo then was offered a fight and they turned it down.
I don't know if that's along the
No, we don't.
All cap. That's somebody who actually won the right to become a champion versus somebody fighting for the right to be in the fight with a champion.
Right, and that's fair. That's fair. But then again, I'm gonna fall back to my original statement, which is just you look at all the champions in the division. Canelo sees an opportunity, man. He's an opportunist. That's what he does. He's like, this guy's the easiest one out of all of them. Let me just pick him off, and he does it time and time again. He's done it in every division.
Negative.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but
wait a minute. Let me tell you why it's negative. Hold on, OTB. Let me tell you.
No, I'm not discrediting it, but I know what I'm looking at.
Like I say, y'all say he's an opportunist, right? But like I say, at 154, right? Laura, Austin Trout, and Floyd Mayweather was the best. Nobody can deny that, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. When he went to 160 and fought Triple G was the #1 middleweight in the world. These are facts.
He took his time fighting him. It's not
about taking your time.
And he popped dirty.
Wait a minute. Come on, bro.
And he threw his belt in the trash.
And he vacated the belt. We can't forget everything. We can't forget the details, bro.
No, but look, this is what I mean. Y'all discredited you want to say, oh, he took his time and he popped dirty, right?
That's not discrediting. Those are facts that happened.
Okay, so was it a fact that Triple G was the #1 middleweight? Yes or no?
Did he have all the belts?
I thought so, but that's an opinion. That's an opinion.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Oh my God, bro. The man
That's
was the
not a
unified
fact.
champion at the middleweight division, bro.
No, I'm not saying anybody else was. He was the man. He was the
Like I
man.
said, bro, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Canelo, it doesn't
As
matter
far
what
as
Canelo
money,
do.
yes,
Y'all gonna find a
he
way
was
to
the man
discredit,
as
bro.
far as money.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who had the other belt?
Y'all better
I want to
smash
know.
that like, boy.
That's crazy, bro.
Listen, I get on Canelo a lot, and honestly, I'm not even fronting. It's real easy for me to get on Canelo, but if I'm gonna give Canelo any credit, if I'm gonna put myself in Canelo's shoes, if I'm gonna think like Canelo, then yeah, I'm gonna look at all the divisions. I'm gonna look at who I think is the easiest champion if I can, right? And also money. I'm gonna look at money because I'm not gonna look at Boo Boo Andre and say, oh, that guy's gonna make me a ton of money. No, I'm gonna go fight fucking Miguel Cotto at 160 because he's gonna help me generate a lot of money, and in my opinion, he's an easier fight.
But my thing is this, Boss Talk. How can you say that Demetrius Andrade is the toughest fight at the division when he haven't fought somebody to prove that he's
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm just saying that.
This is amazing.
But we sit up here and we saying things like, oh, well, he picked on weaker champions, right? So by saying that, people are saying that Demetrius Andrade are better than the champions that Canelo fought at 160. That's what people are saying. So if
the name I mentioned was Cotto. The name I mentioned was Cotto.
Yes.
But even with Cotto was a world champion, right?
But he wasn't a 60-pounder, bro, and he was old.
Hey, they fought at 55. Canelo wasn't the biggest 160-pounder neither. But
yeah,
when he
55.
went up, when he went up and he fought Triple G, who was the number one middleweight, whether y'all want to admit to it or not, right? The man was.
Oh, he was. I think so.
Top dog. Canelo went up and fought him twice, and not only that, Canelo was the underdog twice. They had Triple G knocking him out twice. Come on, bro.
He popped dirty, bro. He popped dirty.
Okay.
He popped dirty, but then he cleared his name, but he don't get credit for that.
Okay.
How did he clear his name?
No.
Because he went and did the hair follicles and showed. They said, okay,
let me ask you.
Wait a minute. If he with doing Clenbuterol, they say if shit would have been, if you was cheating doing Clenbuterol, bro, how people try to say was, it would have still been in your system in 2 years max, right? Once he did the hair follicles, the shit was not in the system, bro, which proved. Like,
do you know how hair follicles work?
Yeah, that's not accurate, bro. That's not accurate.
Hey, look it up, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
How hair follicles work because I worked in a laboratory. I'm actually a chemist by trade.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
And I also
they're not as accurate, bro.
I've also worked on gastrochromatographs, which run those hair follicles.
What's up, knockout, man?
I don't hear nothing about that, Coach.
I'm just listening. I'm chilling. I'm just listening because y'all trying to jump my boy money, so I ain't got nothing to say.
Ain't no such thing as jumping money, bro.
They trying to, bro. They trying to, and I'm not gonna do it. You holding you up here on the panel, holding shit down on your own. And I'm just here. I'm here to listen.
He's holding his own. He's holding his own. I disagree, obviously, but
the subject change it because I like a lot of shit I hear. I'm agreeing with, and I don't. I'm not here to pile on. I want to listen.
Man,
if the subject
you can
say change,
you can bring in whatever you want to bring in on it. I'm gonna say my piece.
I know one thing, money. I know.
But I think, look, with the drug thing, bro, we could sit here and say the hair follicle is not as accurate as people think. But so you're telling me, for example, like a urine test or whatever the fuck tested positive. I think it was a urine test, whatever. So he peed in a cup. He got popped dirty for clenbuterol in 2 samples, right? Okay, and then he goes and he does the hair sample thing, and he goes
not right after, right? So this is the thing. What that caught in the system with the all right. So now the clenbuterol that was in his system that he got caught with wasn't enough to help a fucking ant do nothing, right? So the same. Hold on, wait a minute. Now the same amount that was caught in this system. No, Coach, here you go. Talking about not true, and it's facts, bro. The shit was 0.000 something. So the clenbuterol that was found in this system wasn't enough to help a fucking ant. Now, it's the same amount that popped up in his shit wasn't soccer player shit. It was in other fighter shit, right? So Canelo ain't the only one that came up.
Soccer players aren't punching each other in the face.
All right, but just let me finish, bro. When it's been going on over in Mexico, well, everybody know that they had an outbreak with Mito there. Whether people want to believe this or not, people can say he's a liar, he's a cheater. I'm not here to change no grown ass man mind. But when we come to the situation of the amount that was found in his system was the same amount that was found in other Mexican soccer players and a few Mexican boxing system who also, right, they was found not guilty for the shit, right? And then Bada came along, right? And they came along and say, you know what, we go switch the level of the fucking clenbuterol shit. Where people always want to say, oh, WBC did this, which is not true, right? They came and said, okay, because of the outbreak over in Mexico, We go raise the level point because we see that it is coming from the meat that these players are eating over there in Mexico, things of that nature. So everybody gonna feel what they believe, but the hair follicles came afterwards, not right after he pissed in the cup, bro.
Right, I understand that, but my question is, how does it make sense to you that a guy who can pee in a cup and test dirty, right, and the hair follicle is supposed to go back even more time, right, 2 years or something is what they say, but that didn't come up with a dirty. But that didn't come up with a dirty test when it was just in his urine, what, a month ago or whatever? Like, how does that make sense?
Because they said if you was cheating, right, well, hair follicles is still going to show, right? So people.
But it didn't. That's my point. It didn't. But we know it was in the system.
Well, of course. So they saying, but if the amount that was in the system came from eating the amount of meat that he supposed to ate, which let you know that okay, it was a certain amount of meat that the shit wasn't enough in the system to help no motherfucker out. So if he was cheating on the shit, come on, be out there with all this laughing, bro. And I'm talking, bro. So if he was cheating on the shit, right? If he was cheating on the shit, it still would be in this system,
I can't help it. This nigga money. Hey,
no, but that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what tells me that
brother money and food with it.
That's what tells me that the hair thing isn't accurate because we know it was in the system. That's not a question, bro. We know it was there because it was in the urine sample and it's 2 samples. But the hair follicle says he was clean for 2 years.
Yeah,
how does that make sense, bro?
It don't make sense at all. If he was cheating, because if he was cheating, the shit.
Hey, money, let it go, dog. Let it go, man.
Don't tell me what to let go, nigga. This is
hey, let it go, money. Money, take the L and let it go.
Hell no.
Take the L and let it go, dog.
Hell no. You niggas can have y'all way of thinking. I got my way of thinking.
Hey, bro, you know what? You know good so goddamn well.
Man,
Canelo
ain't no
was taking
good, no goddamn well of shit. He was taking nothing. That's you niggas.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Keith?
Hey, but you know what? We love you, money, because you give us something to talk about, bro. Like this discussion and the debating and shit. Like without you, bro, it fucking, we're sitting here talking to ourselves. So
he's great. I love him.
Yeah. No, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
ETB, what's up,
Hey,
I'm gonna whoop ass with facts. I'm gonna whoop ass with
hey, every nigga need a nigga like money defending them.
I want money on my channel, bro. I need to get money on my channel.
Won't you go be a lawyer instead of be fucking Ironside, motherfucker? Won't you go be a lawyer instead of going for history and writing? Won't you go be a lawyer? Because your ass can argue like a mother.
No lawyer coming this way. My little sister a lawyer. She the lawyer.
What's happening?
Hey, that nigga money. That he believed that shit. He made himself believe that shit. He didn't argue this. So
I don't make myself believe shit. I'm on record. I'm on record.
That nigga made himself believe that shit. I promise. Canelo never took computerol.
Oh shit.
Check my Instagram post. It ain't make myself believe nothing. This is what the truth is.
Pissed in a cup of whites, and he got dirty.
Well done already.
I don't care if you go take pubic hair follicles. I don't give a fuck. He popped dirty twice. Both fucking cups. He pissed and he got popped. So how did it get in this piss? Somebody put it in there?
Check it out. I heard Box Raw. I've been listening to y'all cook the whole time. I heard Box Raw make the point that Canelo is trying to pick off the easiest champions in each weight division. And he do have a history of doing that. You can't deny that he hasn't done that. Like I've taken up for Canelo, and I've also criticized him for things that he does. And that's one thing that he does. You can't deny that he doesn't pick off. You can't deny the fact that he picks off the easiest champions in every weight class. I mean, Rocky Fielding. Come on, bro. Like, come on, Rocky Fielding.
Y'all keep talking about Rocky Fielding.
Yes,
Liam Smith.
When he went and beat Caleb Plant, Billy Joe,
Rocky Fielding, Liam Smith, and I mean, he has a history of doing that.
Austin Trout fought Floyd,
but he's still hold on.
The big issue is, bro. Like the biggest issue is what it looks like based on these last 2 Canelo fights. It looked like all that jumping up and down in weight, bro. It looked like that shit done got to him, bro. He looked like a shell of himself his last 2 fights, bro.
Not to me.
Real shit.
He looked like the same fighter to me.
I'm always against the jumping up and down and weight. I think that's horrible.
He looked like the same fighter to me.
Nah, bro, he looked way better. Like Caleb.
That's because the guys he was fighting were terrified.
I just want to let, but I also got on here. I also hopped on here, you know, besides telling Money that he's full of shit like he always is, I want to tell Coach that you don't know shit about boxing, Coach. Coach stood up there and said that Gennady Golovkin was going to give Canelo a hell of a fight, and Canelo might edge it out, but if he did win, he was going to be in a mother... Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I hear you.
Okay.
Not on lie on me. What I said was,
I came on here to tell you don't know shit about boxing, Coach.
You full of shit, Keon, because
you don't know shit about boxing, Coach.
What I said was, if Triple G can turn back time, he can. For one night, hold on, let me finish.
If he can hop in a hot tub time machine.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said if he could turn back time for one night, and now let me ask you this question, Keon. He looked slow, he looked old, but did he control distance in that fight and see how much trouble Canelo had?
Bro, it was a fight that he fought.
Towards the end of the fight,
bro. Cut it out.
Towards the end of the fight, Triple G started popping that nigga in his mouth because he ran out of gas. His strategy was, I'm a control distance. I'm going to wait till Canelo start getting tired, and I'm going to start coming on.
Well, that strategy didn't work because he lost 10 rounds to 2.
Yeah, he lost.
Canelo beat that. Canelo beat that ass. But if you really watching and paying attention, bro, the main thing is Canelo that was Triple G's plan. He was trying to use lateral movement, stay behind his jab. Canelo was still clearly winning rounds, but what was alarming to me, why Canelo couldn't cut the ring off on a 40-year-old, bro? Why couldn't he make Triple G sit down and fight with him and be even more dominant? And then again, that gas tank shit, bro. That fighting fighting Triple G at 160, going up to fight Rocky Fielding at 168, going back down to fight Daniel Jacobs at 160, going up to fight Sergey Kovalev at 175, going back down to 168 to get undisputed, going back up to fight Dimitri Bivol at 175, coming back down to 168 to fight Triple G. All that shit look like it's catching up, bro.
That's not what it is.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this, right? Hold on. Let me say this real quick, because you say the gas tank, and it had in your eyes it has something to do with him moving up and down. Well, I'm gonna take you back. If you go to the first Triple G in Canelo fight, the main thing that everybody was talking about is that Canelo ran out of gas in that fight. Right now, you turn around in the second fight. Before the second fight, he got caught on clenbuterol.
Exactly. Didn't have
that was a fight. That first fight was a fight where Triple G was actually like pressing Canelo.
Yeah, he was pressing him, but he still had gas tank issues. And then this fight, Triple G was not doing nothing to make
him tired, bro. He didn't make Canelo work. Canelo didn't do anything.
Look. Knockout. Hold on. Let me finish real quick though. If you look at this fight, Canelo was much more aggressive starting from, in the first half of the fight. He was much more aggressive coming out the gate. He was throwing more punches than he usually do. He usually sit back, he's patient, and he picks, he fights in spurts. He didn't do that. He came out the gate and he was throwing a lot of punches. That's what made him get tired. He's always had gas tank issues, and I know you looking at it like, oh, well, Triple G wasn't doing anything to put pressure on him. No, but Canelo was fighting in a manner that he usually don't fight. He was throwing more punches. I mean, he was throwing everything that he had at Triple G, and that's why he got tired.
But Key, them counters from Canelo, them hoes used to come.
Yeah,
bro, quick, bro. He was explosive as shit, bro. He don't even look explosive no more, bro.
Coming off a loss, bro, he not there and fought a mad fight. Was it his best performance? No. Does that mean Canelo was done? Hell no. The situation is, bro, you want to go out there and all through the press conference, he's saying, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to knock him out. No motherfucker has even buzzed Triple G, let alone talking about knocking him out. So even for Canelo, it's going to be tough. And even when he hit Triple G with his best shit in the first and second fight, it didn't look like Triple G was going nowhere. So when you're going out there, what y'all want to say, 40 years old, all this shit, whatever y'all want to say, Canelo went out there, like he said, he just got he was winging shit, right? He was fighting that wasn't a smart fight that he was fighting. It was an upset fight to get that fucking loss out of his system, and they gassed his ass. That's the fact. He did get gassed in the fight. But it don't take away of who Canelo is and shit like that. He went out there. That's for anybody. You go out there, you fight that type of fight. You try to fight mad like that shit. You just gonna be swinging and missing and shit. He tried to knock Triple G out, and Triple G wasn't going flat out, bro. And I don't think nobody's gonna knock Triple G out. But they don't take away from what the fuck Canelo is and who he is. We'll see what he do in his next fight, who he fight against. Period.
Let my man OTB, what you got, brother? OTB. OTB, where you at, bro?
You muted, OT?
OTB.
Oh, he got off.
He must be come back in.
Look, like
I look at it like this. Canelo Alvarez, he started off fast. I give y'all that. He started off fast. But you gotta also admit that Gennady Golovkin didn't fight the same fights that he fought in the first two fights. Gennady Golovkin used this stick to control distance. That is the way you beat Eddie Reynoso fight. And he's short. People forget Canelo's short. Canelo like 5'7", bro.
Like 5'8".
If you can't reach, if you can move, they give him 5'8". He is not 5'8".
He's not 5'8"?
No, he's 5'7" at minimum. Go ahead, OTB.
Shit, I thought that what happened was what we knew was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I ain't really I ain't seen nothing that really impressed me. I thought Canelo did win out for his 4th, 5th fight, but man, that's what pressure do. You know what I mean? We knew that he was gonna be coming in that fight trying to prove something, not only to himself, but to the fans and to the people. You know what I mean? So that pressure had him exhausted trying to get that knockout. And once we seen it ain't come, you understand? Ain't nothing really surprised me in that fight. Who he gonna fight from here? I don't see him fighting nobody that we want to see him fighting. He done made it clear to us. So ain't no point in us trying to demand that he do some shit that he making it clear he not gonna do.
Already. I like what OTB said there. I thought Triple G coming into that fight, because someone just mentioned that he didn't fight the first two fights. He fought like an old man, which was he was going to try to survive to the end, and if he got there, he was going to give it his all. I thought his effective aggression was just, it was mid, and then Canelo was trying to get him out of there early, and of course gassed out. What was bothersome to me is that, yeah, he didn't knock the man down, or didn't knock him out like he said he did, but he didn't look dynamic. He didn't look explosive like Knockout was saying, and that could be due to all the up and down and the weights. So, but overall, I think he's just past it, and he's old now. Meaning his boxing body, he's old now, and for that reason alone, he's going to be very selective on who he fights, what smoke he allows to come in, because he doesn't want to go out.
Boy, sit your ass down so much more.
You mean more?
What was that?
You mean more
he's
selective?
Not fight. Hang on. Because Money, he's not going to fight David Benavidez.
You don't know.
I feel more comfortable with him fighting Charlo than Benavidez, but I don't know if he even does that. I really don't know if he does that because of his fighting style or what he's doing.
Do you have a crystal ball over there of who that man gonna fight?
No, I don't. I don't plan to. I don't claim.
Then don't say who the man's gonna fight. Let the man go here and do whatever he got to do. And when he come back in 23, we'll see who he picks.
No, Moni, what I'm saying is he's slow now, and he's done. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to choose his fights. I'm not trying to choose the man's fights.
Who are you?
I'm saying we're talking about what happened over the last 48 hours.
Who are you to say a man just went out there and won a fight 10-2 is done? Boy, sit your silly ass down.
Triple G is done too. He's old. He's not going to fight no one.
Brush that damn mustache to do something with it. Put another perm in that motherfucker or something. And quit talking about fighters.
Hey, man, I'm getting out. I just pulled up to the crib.
What are you talking about, man?
I'm finna jump off because I got to get started.
Actually, wait. ETB, question for you and everyone else as well. What is Canelo's greatest moment in his career thus far?
Losing to Floyd Mayweather.
No,
okay, there's one.
No. When he got undisputed, bro.
Nah, because if he had never fought Floyd Mayweather and lost to him, he wouldn't be as popular as he is now.
Are you crazy?
Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo was gonna beat Canelo. Y'all dudes are silly, boy.
Nah,
okay, Moni. What's his moment? What's his moment, Moni?
I'm not giving you his moment. You give us your moment.
I don't have one. That's why I asked the question, because I like and love the guy, but like nothing jumps out the screen for me.
Question, Steph. It's very simple. He went and did something. He went and did something that no Mexican fighter ever did, bro. He went and got undisputed at super middleweight, bro. They got like
not just no Mexican fighter, no fighter.
No. I'm saying no fighter has ever been undisputed at super middleweight, but no Mexican fighter, period, has ever been undisputed. That's why I said that, money. But that got to be his best moment. I don't even think it's really.
But my thing, knockout. How can he ask the question? He don't have an answer to the question. That don't sound right.
No, because I don't think he's done shit, Money. That's why.
Bro.
That's why.
I'm answering, money, but I'll be quiet, bro. Y'all fun,
man.
You ask a question, you don't got an answer to.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm not impressed. I can't believe you're impressed with this 10-fight run he's been doing over. He's fighting matchroom guys who suck.
You're not
impressed.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, but check it out. So this is where like I understand, like, because I got my criticisms of Canelo, bro. Everybody up here know that shit, but we gotta like whether you're impressed or not, like people do have great moments. Like it's some people that ain't impressed with what Tank Davis has done in his career so far. But guess what? His most memorable moment right now is what he did to Leo Santa Cruz, bro. Like that's what people talk about the most. So just because you might be impressed with Canelo,
they want to put in their expectation knockout. They want to put the motherfucking expectations to the goddamn moon and back. But it's fighters out here that they praise that haven't done shit compared to what Canelo Alvarez did, and they praise they fucking dirty draws. But when it comes to a man that's a 4-division world champion, right now the current undisputed super middleweight world champion, right, still a pound-for-pound fighter, might go down as the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, who knows? But when it comes to this shit that he's done, they want to make it as if he's done nothing, as if, he just been going along through boxing, just, picking away.
What up, T?
But we seen this shit happen with Floyd, with Oscar, right? When you control the narrative and you the top shotter in the boxing game and you the money man, these the perks that you get. But it don't take away from what Canelo Alvarez done in the sport. So for this man to sit up here and say what was his greatest moments because he's not impressed, to make it as if the man haven't done shit in boxing, boy, sit your ass back and don't talk boxing with me no more.
All right. Now I got a question.
Something else, dog.
I got a question. Hold on, I got a question.
I know I'm something else, motherfucker. That's why I'm Money Brown and you.
Man, stop being insulting. Anyway,
for real, man. Like
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna ask you. Coming from you.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I'm gonna go around the panel.
Hold on, coach. Listen, get the fuck out the kitchen if you can't take the heat. Period. Nobody give a fuck about you. For real,
brother. I come on your
show. You gonna cry? You gonna drop a tear?
And fuck with you all the time.
Stop.
You gonna drop a tear?
Money. Stop that bullshit. Listen, I want to ask y'all a question. I'm gonna go around the panel, starting with you, Money. Now that David Benavidez is his mandatory, about to fight again. I think he's fighting Uskadagi because that's the only one wanting to take the fight. So if he get past Uskadagi, he's already the interim champion, right? Now, if Canelo, he's definitely Canelo's mandatory. If Canelo go and fight a Macaboo or some fighter we don't really know when he comes back, and David still is the interim belt, has the interim belt. And if Canelo Alvarez dropped the belt, what will y'all have to say about that next? I'm gonna start with you, man.
Well, coach, I'm not gonna answer your questions with David Benavidez because everything you put with David Benavidez is you want to make him look like he's just an animal in the killing and somebody is ducking him. So I don't have no answer to that. I'm just gonna say Canelo go handle his business, heal up. When he come back in 2023, we'll see what Canelo do after that. That's my answer.
Okay, no, I'm asking you if he drops the belt to not fight the WBC belt to not fight David Benavidez, what you gonna have to say to him?
Canelo's going to have surgery on his hand that he say, then he's going to heal up, then he will come back in 2023. We will see who he fight in 2023, and then we will go from there, coach. That's
You know what, Money Brown? Not a lawyer. You don't need to be a lawyer.
That's
what you need to do is go into fucking politics. That's what you need to do. You need to go be a politician. You are a hell of a politician, Money Brown. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Salute, Money Brown. You are a hell of a politician. Go ahead, Steph.
kind of like Moni. We just gotta wait and see what happens. I don't know if is he still exactly signed with Matchroom, right? Because is this his third option with his third fight on that deal, or is it not? You know, I don't know that, so I'm just waiting and see, man.
He didn't have. He had a 2-fight deal with them, huh? Or it was 3.
I've always thought it was 3, but then once I heard the word option, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, so he could have been free after 2 fights if he would have fought on the PBC side and make more money, but he chose to go there and sign a 3-fight deal. Okay. All right.
Well, Coach, if you sign a 3-fight deal, that means he made more money than him.
What you got to say about what I asked you, bro?
Ask me the question one more time.
I said, if Canelo comes back and David Benavidez is still the mandatory, the interim champion, and he dropped the belt with the WBC, how are you gonna feel about that? What would you say to
if Canelo vacates and doesn't fight David Benavidez?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised because he's done it before. He did it with Triple G.
Okay. All right. What about you, Knockout?
I mean, it depends, right? So let's say he dropped the belt, like you're saying, he don't fight David Benavidez, but it's because he dropped the belt, and instead of fighting David Benavidez as mandatory, he go back up to fight Bivol and challenge him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like it just depends.
75's not his weight class.
They won't make him drop the belt then. But they won't make him drop the belt then because he's not going to campaign.
They will though. They will though because the WBO just made Andrade drop his belt for moving up and going to try to be an interim mandatory. So it just depends, bro. All this shit depends. Like if he drop his belt and he fights Zach Parker instead of fighting fucking David Benavidez, then yeah, bro, that's a duck. But if he drop his belt because he doing something, you know what I'm saying, Cole? Like let's say he drop his belt, but it's because he fighting Charlo.
Yeah,
but they want him to fight Benavidez, but he fight Charlo instead. Like it all depends on who you fight instead of fighting David Benavidez.
Like what does he do instead of that? Yeah, I get that.
Instead of that shit, like if he doing something like shit, like real talk, because the way that you asked the question, like if he drop his goddamn belt, but he moved up to 175, and let's say Artur Beterbiev them became undisputed at 175, and he decided to go up to 175 and fight Beterbiev instead of fighting David Benavidez. Hell no, he ain't ducking David Benavidez.
Yeah, I agree.
So it just depends on what he do, bro. So I'm in the wait and see camp, but we'll see. He's in a place to where honestly, his next fight is gonna expose everything because he's kind of in the corner. You either gonna fight a John Ryder or you gonna fight one of these fighters that people been asking you to fight. So he really ain't got much. The guy that got all the options really ain't got that many options because even his biggest fans, if he come back and he fighting somebody like John Ryder, hopefully
or Zach Parker.
Or Zach Parker, like hopefully even they would be like, nah, bro, like Canelo, like come on, dog, we can't defend this shit, but we'll see, bro. We'll see. He said he got to have hand surgery. Hope his hand heals up. He's a very active fighter.
When did he hurt his hand?
I don't know. He said
he hurt his wrist.
When he did that?
I don't know. He said he can't hold
in the Caleb Plant fight. He said. Yeah,
he said he can't even hold the glass or something. He said in the post-fight press conference. So hopefully he come back good and 100% healed and fight a great fight that we all want to see. But I'm not ready to say he's gonna duck David Benavidez if he dropped that belt until I know why he dropping that motherfucker.
Real quick though, Box Talk, you said it earlier in your stream about that wrist situation. That's kind of Canelo's way of just saying, hey man, I'm not gonna all that you guys have seen me do since the pandemic. I'm only gonna be fighting like once and twice a year now going forward. I like that sentiment.
Well, that's what it is because he
like 3 times a year the last 3 years.
Hey, right, but we're not gonna be doing that.
That's one thing you can't knock Canelo for. The motherfucker fought a lot.
Man, he active.
You could do that when you're fighting those guys.
I agree with that, but he still fought. So gotta give him credit for that.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with him fighting twice a year because I mean that's probably what he should be doing. May and September, those were Floyd's dates, right? The Mexican holidays, Cinco de Mayo weekend, Mexican Independence weekend. That's what he should be doing twice a year. That's fine, whatever. The fact that he went above and beyond and fought 4 or 5 dudes in 1 year, like that's cool. But I think he kind of let us know, like, hey, just letting you guys know, I'm not gonna keep doing that. Like that was fucking one time, and I'm gonna go back to fighting twice a year. You know, that's normal. So he can have his surgery and be back in the ring by May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
know he's gonna be pushed. He's gonna be pushed. Supposedly, he's gonna be pushed by the WBC to make the fight. So we'll see. We'll see. But man, I'm about to wrap it up, bro. I appreciate everybody who came in. I appreciate the panel. I appreciate my little brother Money Boy. That motherfucker is something else. He's funny as shit.
Yes, sir.
Money,
you going live?
Give me your last words, my brother.
Man, you know I love you, Coach. Love the Queen over there. Shouts out to everybody that came on the panel. Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, so I appreciate you. I appreciate the channel. You know, shouts out to you. You know, I love the Queen over there. Shouts out to everybody that blessed the panel. Shouts out to my brother Key. I think he's setting up to go live now. But just like this, man, when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, right, you got to be the face of boxing. You got everybody talking about you the way they talk about you, right? My thing is, you know, for a lot of people to try to shit on Canelo and say this and say that about him, your favorite fighters, give him his just on his praises. And for you to validate your favorite fighter, you need him to fight Canelo Alvarez to see if he's the real deal. Because that's what I take from all this shit. Because if you tell him to fight somebody else, it's a problem. But to prove who they are, whether it's Charlo, Benavidez, whomever, they need them to fight Canelo Alvarez and to push their legacy forward, as they say, because evidently they can't go out there and make their own legacy by fighting one another because they're afraid to. That's what it seems like right now. I don't say no fighter afraid, but that's what it seems like. So we'll see what go down with Canelo after the hand injury. Respect to him. Great win against another world champion in Triple G. You know what I mean? And 2023 will tell everything. Now we're going to the Earl Spencer and Terrence Crawford and to see if we get Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia to end us off this year. But shouts out to everybody in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to my big bro Coach. And we will be back with another one, man. And Boss Talk 101. I will be over there to rock with you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Hey, Steph, give your last words, bro.
Just salute to the panel, Coach. When I saw you live, man, I had to hop on, man. I love your shit. Salute. Subscribe. Like it, guys. Mona, you going live, right? Later?
I'm going to see. My school start back today, so I'm going to see.
Oh, that's right. All right, man. Well, enjoy that. Study hard.
Hey, y'all go subscribe to Box Talk 101, bro. Hey, bro, put your link in the chat, bro.
Let me get it real quick. But yeah, thank you for having me on, of course. I had just ended my live and I saw you were on. I was like, bro, I gotta get on. I love being on these panels. I love talking with fucking other boxing fans, right? Other people who appreciate the sport just as much as I do. And yeah, thank you for having me on, bro.
No problem, bro. OTB, my little brother, what's going on, bro?
What up, big bro?
Shout
Man,
out Ohio.
Appreciate everybody up here, man. Appreciate you, Coach. I ain't gonna hold you too long.
Y'all go and subscribe to OTB Boxing Talk.
Actually, Coach, when's the next time you're gonna do a live? Like midweek? Not couples corner, but like boxing.
I might have to tomorrow. I might have to go on later because I got things to do tomorrow morning. So I'll see, man. I'll y'all hit y'all notifications and I'll let y'all know when I go back on, bro. But I appreciate everybody who came to the show, everybody in the chat, my panel, man. I appreciate y'all supporting my channel, bro. I'm trying to grow, but you know it's gonna take a little time because I'm not as consistent as I would like to be. But for I'll be putting out more content, and y'all come check me out on Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Thursday, I got a debate almost on this same shit right here. David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez.
This was your warm-up. This was your sparring.
That's the warm-up player, yeah. No, he's getting those rounds in. He's about to go spar soon. Word.
So y'all, I peace out to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all roll out. Glove Up Boxing, where we make them miss and make them pay, and we want all the smoke. I appreciate everybody. Peace.